Save $75 off your membership. Protect your computer from viruses, ransomware, and keep it running in tip-top shape so you can run your career and your business in tip-top shape. Let them do what they do best, which is keep your computer running perfectly. And you do what you do best, which is run your business, your life, and your career. Call right now and save $75 off your membership. 800-443-4996. 800-443-4996. 800-443-4996. That's 800-443-4996.
The road to the top
starts right here.
Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com.
They're going to play 8 deep against our 5 receivers. Going to step into one. He's got a man actually deep. 2, in fact, and Con's going to catch it, and he is going to score. My goodness. Touchdown, Artesia.
I mean, I stand corrected. They got 3 safeties deep. Why not give it to Galindo and let him just run down the field? No. Why don't we roll Cazadas out to the left, let Con get behind all of the safeties, and Cazadas throw it 55 yards in the air, catch it over his shoulder, and go in the end zone. And Con wasn't the only receiver. He had Bulldog receiver behind him open.
Today, your Artesia Bulldogs travel to the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces to take on the Trojans of Mayfield High. Bulldog football on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Carlsbad Ford, Coterra Energy, the City of Artesia Police Department, Devon Energy, Eddy County DWI, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire of Artesia and Carlsbad, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, KFC, Incredible Printing, JS Ward, J&J Home Care, John and Nancy Yates, La Fonda, Pressure Services, Smile Expressions, Sondy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia, Spur Energy Production, Sun Country Home and Gardens, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Western Bank, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Candlewood Suites, Central Valley Electric, Dion's Pizzas, Salads and Subs, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppet and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Trustmark Roofing, Richland Dodge, and Richland GM. Now, let the battle begin.
Hey, Bulldog fans, Joby Hodling here on KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio, and I'm joined by Coach Jeremy Moppin. We're here in the pregame show of the final district game of the season, Coach, and taking on the Mayfield Trojans at the Field of Dreams. But before we get to talking about that game, let's talk real briefly. Let you talk briefly, give a post-game review of last week against the Goddard Rockets.
Yeah, we came out just like we wanted to. We wanted to come out strong against those guys, and we came out and got 3 touchdowns on the board really quick, and was playing good defense, and then we kind of fell asleep there. It seemed like for just a couple series, we gave up a couple long plays and a touchdown, and then we didn't field the kick, and that's the second week in a row, and we got to do a better job of doing that, and so. Kind of got them back in the game, and then we took off again, and then we didn't look back. And we wanted to play a full 4 quarters. I still don't think we've just done that this year yet, but we're going to get there, and that's the goal, to keep getting better every week. And so I thought we did. I thought we did a lot of things good last week. I thought all 3 facets of the game made huge contributions to that win, and we really got after those guys. We got to play a ton of guys, which is always a good thing, and we came out in the second half and were able to get a lot of guys in and still have success. We drove down with our second offense and got another touchdown on the board, and were able to try to get the ball and spread out a little bit to some different guys, and then had a couple more drives offensively, and then defensively the same thing, to go out there and play well with your second and third string guys. There's a lot of testament to that too. And so overall, good game and a good momentum to head into this week.
All right, so now you've got the Mayfield Trojans. It is the last game of district, and then tomorrow they'll have the seating and selection show. But Mayfield is going to be, I suspect, based on how they've been playing other teams, is going to be just another good game for the Bulldogs, another great challenge.
Yeah, they took Roswell to the wire last week. They beat Lovington in overtime. They've been right there with Gadsden. They barely, lost that game. Been a lot of close games, and so they're finally kind of starting to win some of those close games. And Last week, they had a chance to beat Roswell, the number 1 team in the 5A, and they just, Roswell had to go for 2 there at the end to win the game 28-27, and we watched it. Really good game. They controlled the ball for a lot of it, and that kept Roswell's offense off of the field, and were able to move and get first downs and eat just a ton of clock, and those guys were excited, and so we know we're in for a battle this week with a good football team and somebody that can play with anybody. And that's, the thing about our district is every week you got to be ready, because there's a team that can beat you, and there's a team that has a chance to win state every week, and so we got to go play good football.
All right, Bulldog fans, coming up here on the pregame show, we'll have the scout team report. We'll also have some introduction to some of the Bulldog football players. And then at the top of the hour, 1 o'clock, live at the Field of Dreams, Bulldog football taking on the Mayfield Trojans. Go Bulldogs.
Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has always been known for its great atmosphere and even better food. Well, now you can come in and enjoy a delicious meal with a glass of beer or wine. Come see our full beverage menu today. Don't forget about our lunch buffet with lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. La Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive. Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
So your pecans aren't as big and bountiful as they used to be? Well, what would Jim Gill do?
Hi, this is Ben from Roswell Seed Company. Few people knew as much about pecans as Jim Gill. And if he were here today, he'd tell you it was time to fertilize. He'd tell you just what you need and show you how to use it. Then he'd make some joke about your neighbors making fun of your nuts.
So when there's trouble with your pecans, head for Roswell Seed Company and ask them, what would Jim Gill do?
Once again, the best-selling truck in America for the 47th consecutive year is Ford F-150. Nobody sells more trucks than Ford, and nobody has a better selection of new and certified pre-owned Ford trucks than Artesia Ford Sales. Our inventory of Ford F-150 trucks has never been better. Plus, Artesia Ford has a great selection of new and certified pre-owned SUVs like Explorer and Expedition. Find out why Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck in America for yourself. Stop by Artesia Ford Sales today or visit artesiaford.com. Central Valley Electric is continually learning and advancing technology that improves electric service, reliability, and safety, and in turn enhancing the quality of life for members that we serve in our local communities. CVE offers an account management program called Smart Hub that allows members to track their usage, set up convenient pay methods, and the ability to manage their energy use with smart technologies. A secure system such as Smart Hub is an easy tool to use. To sign up, visit cvecoop.org and click Smart Hub to get started. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back, and Coach Maupin is also the scout team coach this week for the Mayfield Trojans. So, Coach, let's start off with their kicking game. What can the fans expect to see from the Trojans in the kicking?
Yeah, they did a lot of, especially on kickoff is where they kind of try some different things. They have 2 guys that can kick. They have a lefty, and so they'll kick onsides out of the huddle. They'll kick onsides from spread, and that was one thing against Roswell last week. They got an onside to limit them again, and they tried it onside even after they were up in the game late. And so we've worked a lot about that this week. Kind of changed a little bit what we're doing there to prepare for that. You know, they punt out of their offense 90% of the time, so they're just up there. They try to get you jump off sides, and then they'll quick kick it. He doesn't even go back all the time to take the depth, and so they have some things there. We've looked back over the years. We've played them the last 3 seasons that I've been back here, and we've seen a couple fakes in the punt and some things that we got to be ready for, and so they're well coached and do a lot of good things in the kicking game.
Move over to the defensive side. What do you guys expect to see in their front 5 or 6 or 7, and how do you expect them to defend the pass?
Yeah, they play a lot of quarters, so they try to keep everything in front of you. They run some different things. Not last year, but the 2 years before that, and then a lot of this year. What we've seen on film is they base out of a 4-2, and they kind of play man on one side and they play quarters on the other side. But they play man from depth, and they try to run some backers out underneath some of the things that we like to do underneath. And so we've really got we got to get up to the line and identify what they're doing every time, because they give you some different looks. Last year they went to an odd front and went to a 3-2, and that allows them to be balanced, where in their 4-2 cover, we call it 14 or 41 depending on which way you read it from. They're unbalanced, and so we have to find that every time. In the 3-2, it balances them out, and it makes them a little bit harder defense to go against. So we're a little more used to it, but it takes away some things that we want to do vertically and some things there, but allows us some space and some things underneath that we got to take advantage of. And so it's, I think it's hard for us this year because we can, you have 2 guys in the backfield that can take off any play, but our quarterback can chunk the ball around, and we got some guys on the outside. And so we anticipate probably a little bit of both of those 2 defenses, because one's really made more to, prevent the pass, but you get a 5-man box to run against, where the other one you're a 6-man box, but you can find some matchups throwing the ball. So we're excited about the opportunity and excited to get after those guys and kind of see what they're planning to do when we get there on, later today.
Okay. Before we move over to the offense, how about size and speed on defense? How do they match up?
They've got some good. I mean, they play. We're looking through, and they've played probably 25 guys on defense throughout the year. It's hard to gather, like, if they've had injuries or if they're just trying a bunch of things, but it seems like they got a couple guys back. They have some good corner, and number 86, he started against us last year. Number 10 at safety started. He played corner some last year on Juan Diego, so they think he's one of their faster guys because they moved him down because we had some success early vertical against them last year with our speed guy. And so they've done some things there. D-line, their best guy, he didn't play last week. He's number 65. He's not a real tall guy, but a bigger guy, moves well. But they have both their tight ends, number 6 and number 2, they used to both be the DNs, and now one's a DN and one's an inside backer. They're both, every bit of 6'2", 6'3", probably 225, good-looking kids. They play tight end on the offense, and they do a lot of things well. So they're really the only 2 consistent guys that we've seen on defense, and they're 2 of their better players. And so good size, good speed. I think we match up well.
Move over to the offensive side and talk about what you think, maybe their pass run split, what kind of a set we're going to see, if they have a base set or if they move around a lot. What do we expect to see as fans?
80-20 run to pass.
Okay.
So they're a run-heavy team. Gary Bradley's a wishbone guy, so they get into the bone a lot. It kind of depends who they play. Like, when they played Lovington and Roswell, they were going to run the ball. They were going to try to get 3 yards a pop, hold the ball, get first downs, and it's been successful against both those. Roswell was more of a defensive, 28-27 final, where Lovington, they were able to match, and it was 50-49 was the final score. So they can play with you if you want to go fast. They can do some things slow, but they're going to run the ball, and they're going to hand the ball off a lot in that bone. And they'll run the bone, and then they'll shift the 2 backs up into, I forget what they call it, it's another version of the bone. Mm-hmm. But they'll spread you out. You watch them against some teams. Against Gadsden, we actually got some good things when we were watching them play Gadsden because they were in trips a bunch. And so they go trips. Their quarterback's a 3-year starter. He's been their quarterback for the last 3 years, so you'll recognize his name. Good athlete. They're kind of the opposite. Sometimes they'll throw on first down, And then they had I think it was a 3rd and 24, and they ran quarterback draw last week against Roswell, and he got the first down. And so he's a good athlete back there. He'll run the ball quite a bit. Their whole passing game is some version of a play action, trying to get you to bite on something, but you do, because it's them and they run the bone so well. Then all of a sudden there's a guy running down the field. And even last week against Roswell, they found some one-on-one matchups, and they had some guys make plays. Their first touchdown, I think, was like a 70-yard touchdown pass off of a run fake where the quarterback looked like he was going to run, and then he popped up and threw it vertical. And so we got to be ready for that.
All right, Coach. Well, that was a great scouting report. Thank you for that. And here in just a few minutes, we'll have some Meet the Bulldogs. And then again, 1 o'clock, it's the last district game, Mayfield and Artesia at the Field of Dreams. Go Bulldogs.
18 says, but when they measured it with an omer being about 2 quarts, whoever gathered much had nothing left over, and whoever gathered little had no lack. Each of them gathered as much as he could eat. Is that how we are? Are we getting just what we need? Are we trying to survive within the means of how we gain money or how we spend money? God had it right. God comes along. He's got hundreds of thousands, if not a few million people wandering in a wilderness, and he needs to feed them. And he provides to them manna that looked like dew upon the ground, and it provided them the sustenance that they needed. And God said, get just what you need. And that's really what Jesus gives us. He gives us just what we need. So do you have him in your life? If you don't, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, and let us help you learn what it is to live in the power of Jesus.
What I enjoy most about working at Coterra is just the people.
We all work very well together. We look forward to going to work every day.
I'm challenged day to day, and it's a good challenge, professionally.
The best thing about Coterra is the people. That's what keeps me at the company. The people I work with are awesome.
We encourage a lot of collaboration, and that's just exciting to me when you get to be a part of so many different people's lives.
Coterra Energy, producing energy, empowering people, building community.
Find your path to a greater future with Eastern New Mexico University. If you're looking to take the next step in your higher education journey, both in person and online, Eastern New Mexico University is the place for you. ENMU is now accepting applications for spring 2025, so don't miss out on your opportunity to join more than 5,700 fellow Greyhounds on this exciting path to student success. For more information, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
It's the Big Savings Meat Sale at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. Pilgrim's Boneless Skinless Chicken Breast, $2.99 a pound. Choice Boneless Beef Arm Roast, Family Pack, $3.97 a pound. Bone-in Sirloin Cut Pork Chops, Family Pack, $1.49 a pound. And Pork Baby Back Ribs, previously frozen, $2.99 a pound at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Coca-Cola Select Flavors 20-pack cans, $9.99 each at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. With a deep heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldog and Lady Bulldog Sports.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com. Bulldog Pride Screen Printing and Embroidery in Artesia is the source for Bulldog fan gear, company gear, and gear for school spirit. Bulldog Pride specializes in embroidered logos for companies, sports, and school attire, and for special gifts. All embroidery at Bulldog Pride is done in-house and never outsourced. For more information, call 575-736-1701 or stop by Bulldog Pride Screen Printing and Embroidery located in the Abo Shopping Center at 1028 South 13th Street in Artesia. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 5. Welcome back to the Artesia Bulldog pregame show. It's now time to meet your Bulldogs.
My name is Sergio Robles. I'm number 90. I'm a junior, and I play D-tackle. My favorite teacher is Miss Barley. My favorite football team is the Denver Broncos, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the culture all around.
I'm Jacob Aragonez. My number is 91. I'm a junior. I'm involved in drama, football, and weights. My favorite teacher is Mr. Torres. My favorite football team is the Green Bay Packers. And my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the spirit, man.
My name is Paco Perez. I'm number 92. I'm a senior. My position is D-end. I'm just a football, and that's it. My favorite football team is the Bulldogs. Favorite thing about being a Bulldog is getting better every day.
My name is Zachary Rodriguez. I am number 93. I am a junior and I'm positioned wide receiver. I am involved in football and in baseball, and that's it. My favorite teacher is Mr. Torres. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the culture and the community we have.
My name is Riley Kelly. My number is 94. Class of 2025. Position is inside D-line. Activities I'm involved in is wrestling and football. Favorite teacher, Coach Mop. Favorite football team, Dallas Cowboys. Favorite thing about being a Bulldog is culture.
My name is Jesus Estrada. I'm number 95. I'm a senior. I play D-line. I'm involved in football and DECA. My favorite teacher is Mr. Worley. My favorite football team is the Packers. And my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the traditions.
Giovanni Rodriguez, 96, junior, corner. I play football. And my favorite teacher is Mr. Torres. My favorite football team is the Cowboys. And my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the community.
My name is Andres Estrada. I'm number 97. I'm a senior. I play linebacker. My favorite teacher is Coach Mondragon. My favorite football team is the Kansas City Chiefs. And my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is being a part of the culture and the community.
My name is Briggs Beavers. My number is 98. I'm a junior. My position is left guard. I like wrestling. My favorite teacher is Miss Barley. And my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is just all the culture here.
My name is Chris Aguilar. My number is 99. I play D-tackle. My activities are football and baseball. My favorite teacher is Mr. Torres. And my favorite football team is Buccaneers. And the favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the pile.
That's your Meet Your Bulldog segment for this week. Pre-game show continues right after this.
That, my friends, is another Bulldog State Championship.
We bleed orange here at Guy Chevrolet Company and believe that being a Bulldog is a blessing. We wish all our students the very best of luck in all that they set out to do. Guy Chevrolet Company proudly supporting Artesia Bulldogs and their families since 1925. Come see us at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or visit GuyChevy.com.
And that, my friends, another Bulldog touchdown.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate. We love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com.
Hey y'all, it's Holly from Nell's Floral. Fall is here and we have a great selection of Halloween and fall floral arrangements and decor to get you in the autumn spirit and so much more. Come visit us at 712 West Dallas Avenue or online at nellsfloral.com or call us at 575-746-3775 today. Nell's Floral, your hometown florist. It's great to be a Bulldog.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here, too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent, too?
It's called service.
In Artesia, contact Sandy Stockton at 575-748-1111.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Good afternoon, Bulldog fans, and welcome to Bulldog Football on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. Of course, on YouTube and Facebook as well, wherever you're listening or watching. Wherever you're listening or watching, thank you for tuning in. This is Joby Hodling, and I'm joined by my partner, Robbie Ballou. And Robbie, what a beautiful day, Saturday afternoon for some Bulldog football.
Yeah, my wife walked out this week and just said, okay, it's fall. You know, just all of a sudden it's fall. It gets cool at night, not just cools down, but it kind of gets cooler at night, and there's a breeze, and you walk out and you can see the trees turning. So we got a nice fall day here in southern New Mexico to see some good district ball between the Mayfield Trojans and the Artesia Bulldogs.
Really is. Beautiful day. There's a little bit of a breeze, but, well, I look at the American flag over there. It's blowing pretty good from the south and southwest, but still just a beautiful day here in Las Cruces, New Mexico at the Field of Dreams, and the Mayfield Trojans is the team we're taking on. The Bulldogs are out. The Mayfield Trojans break through their breakthrough banner, come on to the field. And by the way, right when we came on air, you heard the national anthem playing, and it was the Artesia Pride of the Pecos Valley Marching Band that played it. And I was looking around. I guess they don't have their band here for whatever reason, but our band played it, and they were just now playing the alma mater. But they're getting ready to play the fight song because the Bulldogs, we've got them about doubled in size, Robbie, in terms of players. They're about to break through our banner with the cheerleaders.
Coming into today, this is the last district matchup for 2024 in our district, and it's the Trojans and the Bulldogs. This will be the fourth year Mayfield and Artesia have played each other since the rivalry ended in 1974. Two teams have been in the same district the last 3 seasons after the Trojans dropped down to 5A from 6A. So to be the 12th game played in this series. Coming into this year, Mayfield 4-5 on the year. They defeated Oregon Mountain 30-20, Santa Teresa 52-6, Lovington 50-49, and Goddard 28-20. Their losses this year have come to Las Cruces High School 50-7, West Mesa 41-33, Gadsden 28-20, Deming 29-27, and I think it's fair to say quite a shocker last week. They lost to Roswell in overtime 28-27. So looking for a good game as they come in here today. Artesia, as most of you Bulldog fans know, 6-3 on the loss. We've lost to Hobbs, Centennial, and Roswell, and defeated Carlsbad, Deming, Gadsden, Lovington, Santa T, and Goddard. Joby, we had some score predictions before the game from our crew up here. And what's your prediction for today?
Artesia's going to win. I know you were looking forward to that more than that, I think, but that's my prediction. Artesia wins the ball game.
Okay.
Actually, I told Robbie, I said, I think it'll be 57-24. That's my prediction.
Okay. And I said 48-18. If the Bulldogs play, obviously, the way we think they can play today. So both of us have them winning, scoring. They're averaging 50 points a game.
Yeah.
So we both have them right there. And then, holding the defense, holding Mayfield to less than 21 points, 21 or less.
Well, Mayfield has been scoring average of 30, and you may have read that a while ago, and so they score too. And they've got a mainly running attack, but they will throw it as well. And if you were on here in the pregame show, you heard Coach Maupin talking about that. They were able to get some long touchdown passes, sucking up the secondary against various teams in our district. All right, so the Bulldogs up, ready for a onside kick, and boy, they are ready for it. They're bunched up there, as Mayfield is known to do onside kicks, especially against us. Here comes the kick. They're going to back out of it and spread out. Number 55, Arturo Petronillo, is the kicker for kickoffs. And here comes the left footer, and he's not going to kick it. Number 29 is going to kick it. It's going to be a little bloop over there, and it goes out of bounds, and probably we're going to make them re-kick.
So Bulldogs not really expecting to deep kick at all. They're not setting up for their starburst at all. Had Con deep, and he saw that going out of bounds, so he let it go out of bounds, take the penalty.
And I was mistaken. We're not going to make them re-kick. A lot of times we do, but the offense has come onto the field, so it'll be our team. And this is the other thing I'm going to say, and I almost do it every single week, and shame on me. I saw them gathering, our captains getting ready to come out on the field, and I thought, there was no Mayfield captain, so I thought, well, I'll look here in a minute. I don't know if we won the toss or if we lost it, but we got the ball first. So the Bulldogs going into the wind to start things off here. The ball on the far hash, their left hash. We're going to have a slot and a wide out on either side. Galindo in the backfield to the right side of Isaac Casadas. And Isaac takes a look over the defense. Snap is back, going to turn. He's just going to run behind Galindo, and he's going to burst through and kind of tripped, or he might have got further. Pickup of about 7.
Mayfield, Artesia in the twins left, twins right, standard A formation. Mayfield in a 4-1 defense, 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker. So running game up the middle with Cazadas, number 6. Gama made that tackle for Mayfield.
2nd down and 3, ball more in the middle of the field. We're going to see what they're going to do with our trips. So we got trips right, 1 receiver to the far side. They got a safety back, but there's single coverage over there, although he's back about 8 yards, the corner is. Casadas takes a snap. He's going to turn and run again. And he's going to skip forward, get the first down, pickup of about 6, maybe 7 again.
So it looks like Artesia is just going to attack them with the running quarterback. Casadas comes in today with second leading rusher on the team, as he's got 379 yards on 68 carries. He's averaging almost 6 yards a carry.
And he just got 7 on the first, 6 on the second. It's 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 49-yard line. Ball on their right hash, the near hash to us in the press box. Again, twins on either side. Snap is back, turn, fake the handoff. No, he handed it to Galindo. Galindo bounces outside. He goes through traffic. He's going to pick up 10, close to 11 yards.
Boy, I was with you. I thought Cazadas had 2. Handed it off to Galindo, went around that left side. Good job by the line and receivers out there to open up a hole. Number 10, Xavier Ochoa, the junior, making the tackle for the Trojans.
And it's going to be called 2nd down. I was trying to figure out why they did that. The line judge over there said, it's right there, and he was pointing. And so they threw it over there instead of putting it on it's easier to see it when it's on a hash mark, in my opinion. But 2nd in inches. Trips to the wide side, which is the right side. Snap is back, turn, hand it off to Galindo again. He spins away from one would-be tackler, still pushing forward, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards just running backwards.
Yeah, had a couple linemen break free, defensive lineman that time, and was in the backfield with him, spun off one. And as you said, he kept getting hit, but he kept moving backwards and he picked up about 4 yards on that end of first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of Mayfield. And we're here in the first quarter. 10:03 and counting is where we're at for opening series for the Bulldogs, opening series of the ball game. Trips again to the wide side, which is the right side of the Bulldog offense, as the ball on the left hash mark. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. Snap is back. He's going to pass it this time. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught, moving and getting hit, and a great open field tackle there by Mayfield by number 33 after a pickup of about 4 yards.
Yeah, just getting that out to Kahn, which has been so good for us this year. The 2 receivers block out in front of him. He gets it, usually gets his speed up the sideline. But number 33, Salcido, did a great job of getting off his block, and then a great open field tackle on Kahn.
2nd down and 6 at the 31-yard line of Mayfield. The ball on the near hash now. The Bulldog right hash trips to the far side. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. They're in single coverage. He's going to look to throw it. He's going to throw it out there, and it's going to be tipped down by big number 90 for the defense.
Yeah, just running to throw it out in the flat on that left side. Went it to the right, go to the left this time. But Fabian Zuniga was sprinting out that way and just reached out with his left hand and knocked that ball out of the air.
All right, so it brings up a 3rd down and 6 at the 31-yard line. Ball will remain on the right hash for the Bulldogs, the wide side of the field to the far side from us. Once again, going to go trips on that side, a little bunch set for the Bulldogs. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. Snap is back. He's looking to throw the ball. Waiting. Now he's going to tuck it and throw it down the field. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Artesia.
Well, let me see. That's Kahn. So first of all, Casadas did a great job sitting in the pocket. Line picked up a line stunt by the defensive line. Felt some pressure, rolled to the right. Thought about running, but Kahn came all the way across the field from left to right and caught that touchdown pass. But we have something going on the field.
I see no flag anywhere. Oh, I do see it. Wait, is that a flag laying over there? So there is a penalty flag somewhere, but I don't know where. And I don't know what's looking for the
He may have already picked it up. Oh, it's over on the far side.
So why didn't they blow the play dead if it was a false start? Coach Maupin getting clarification. Where we were at, we were on the 31-yard line. The flag is sitting it back at the 35-yard line. That's why it took me a while to find it. Still laying there. So he gave the motion of procedure call. Whatever it was, he gave procedure. So it backed us up 5. It's going to be, well, I'm confused. I guess it backed us up 5. So
Yeah,
it'll be 3rd down and 11.
It was 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a great-looking play, right? Great job of Casadas, keep his eyes down. So Bulldogs got in front of the safety and behind the corner on that play. Let's see him do it again.
Again, trips to the wide side. Their ball on the right hash for the Bulldog offense. Galindo to the left of Casadas. They look like they're showing a blitz. They're going to rush 4. Going to throw it out there on the swing pass. That's going to be caught. Now getting to the first down, and I think that's Jet Fuentes, or it's number 22.
Yeah, so throwing it out in the flat, we've seen that, but instead of the Kahn this time, it was Jet Fuentes out there, number 22. Got some good blocking by the receivers, and then, boy, really just shut it down to dive past that yard marker to get the first down.
So pickup of about 12. 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at the 24-yard line. Ball on their left hash, the Bulldogs' left hash. We're going to go back to our slot and wide out look on either side, the A formation. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. Showing a blitz are the Mayfield Trojans. Had a linebacker coming up, 4 down lineman. Snap is back, going to fake the handoff, going to throw it over there, and just the throw was just low and looked like he might have caught it, but it was a tough pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, Casadas just quick throw to Parra out there on the left side, short side of the field, and just threw it about 6 inches off the turf, and Parra couldn't bring it in.
That brings up 2nd down and 10. We're 8:23 left here in the first quarter as that stopped on the incompletion. Bulldogs been on a drive here. First offensive series of the game. Again, the A formation look. Galindo to the left of the quarterback, Casadas. Straight drop. They do rush 5 this time. He's going to try to step through, and he better hold on to the ball as he is tackled. The ball does come out, but they said he was already down. So it'll bring up a third down and about 9.
Yeah, brought that blitz, and 2 of our offensive linemen went down on a tackle, defensive tackle, and opened a lane for that linebacker to shoot through there and felt the pressure.
The guy that was right on top of the ball is asking the line judge on the very far side to make the call. And he was down, but it'll be third down. All right. That was interesting to me that the guy that was right there didn't make the call. So third down and 10. He just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, Trojans fans. It's going to repeat and make some noise. Let's have that defense up.
At the 24-yard line for the Bulldogs of the Mayfield Trojans. And we're going to go bunch set to the right this time, which is the wide side of the field. So trips right, one receiver left, Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. They're going to show a blitz again. They do rush 5. One man breaks through free. Casadas up and running. He's going to get the first down. He's to the 10, dives forward, and about to the 6-yard line. First and goal for the Bulldogs.
I brought that blitz again. Casadas felt it, saw it that time, immediately got out of the pocket, and I think defenses don't understand his speed because the linebacker was chasing him, but he didn't have a chance as Casadas turned up that sideline.
He ran right away from him. In fact, I thought for a minute he had an angle and was able to get him down before the first down. He just ran away from him.
Yeah, they underestimated speed.
First down and goal. A formation. Going to throw it over there to the wideout. He's got the touchdown, Artesia, 6-0 at the 6:54 mark.
That's taking advantage of your physicality there. Jack Byers out there, again, good size athlete. Throw it to him, and it's nothing for him to dive from the 3-yard line and fall into the end zone.
And that's what he did. And so touchdown Bulldogs, 6-0 as we line up in the swinging gate or a version of it. And now he's setting the it's Warren is playing at the quarterback. He's our holder as well. Now we're going to shift. And everybody will shift, so we'll shift into the normal PAT look. Dominguez ready to kick it up into this crosswind coming out of the south and southwest. Pretty strong breeze. Here's a snap, a little low, but a good job getting it down for the hold, and the kick is up and good. 6:54 to go in the first quarter. The Artesia Bulldogs 7, Mayfield 0. We'll be back.
What I enjoy most about working at Coterra is just the people.
We all work very well together. We look forward to going to work every day.
I'm challenged day to day, and it's a good challenge, professionally.
The best thing about Coterra is the people. That's what keeps me at the company. The people I work with are awesome.
We encourage a lot of collaboration, and that's just exciting to me when you get to be a part of so many different people's lives.
Coterra Energy, producing energy, empowering people, building community.
This touchdown summary for the Artesia Bulldogs, presented by Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Justin tomorrow. That drive, good drive for the Bulldogs. 12 plays, covered 65 yards, 6-yard touchdown pass from Casadas to Byers. Kick was good by Dominguez. Bulldogs 7, Trojans 0, 6:54 left here in the first quarter.
All right, so Dominguez lines it up on the X on the 40-yard line. Going to be kicking into that crosswind, but he can kick it anywhere. Big leg, may do it onside, may do a pooch kick, may kick it deep. It's going to be a little high poop fly is what I called it. Caught at about the 26-yard line and then going to be forced out of bounds, and a helmet came off back there, one of the Trojans. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 32-yard line.
Jacob Gomez just backed up, kept backpedaling for the Trojans, caught that in the air, and then picked up what he could for the Bulldogs, forced him out of bounds.
Coach Moppin was the scout team coach this week. If you watched the pregame show, you saw that. And he told me that they run 80% of the time, pass 20%, and they run it out of the wishbone a lot. But as Robbie said earlier, they'll run that lead, they'll run sweep leads, and then they come out in trips to the near side. Yeah. A wide receiver to the far side right over there, and the quarterback is number 1, Lennon. Snap is back. He's going to run just a run play to the right, and the Bulldogs will drag him down after a pickup of about 2.
So, you practice all week for that wishbone formation and everything. They run out of it, and then they come out in a bunch set on the left, trips on the left. But good job. Villa comes up and makes a good tackle for the Bulldogs.
So he ends up getting 3 with forward momentum. 2nd down and 3 for the Trojans, and they're going to stay in a wide open. And Coach told me that too. He said they may come out and do some wide open stuff, but still run it a lot of the time. Trips to the far side. They're on the left hash. Lennon, the quarterback, brings a man in motion. Snap is back, going to fake the handoff. He's trying to run the option, and boy, the Bulldogs play it perfectly, and they bury him for a 3 close to a 3-yard loss.
Aguilar for Sergio Robles Jr. and Chris Aguilar in the backfield for that defensive line for the Bulldogs. Did a great job. Bulldogs are stacking that line. They got both linebackers in there. They're going man-to-man in coverage. So they're daring them to throw the ball. They're just going to stack up to stop that run.
Good chance they may throw the ball right here, 3rd down and 9 at their own 33-yard line. Clock is ticking away. And if the Bulldogs run a lot like they did on that first series, and Mayfield does what they normally do, run a lot, it could be a fast game, because when you're running the ball and getting some first downs, that clock just keeps it ticking. 3rd down and 9. They hustle up to the line this time. And they'll stay in a spread look, although they got a tight end. Lennon telling his quarterback, and we're going to have a timeout taken, I think, by the Trojans, as there was some confusion on the play. So we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. Bulldogs 7, Las Cruces 0 with 5:19 to go here in the first quarter.
Spring into the season with a great rate at Artesia Credit Union. With their Share Certificate Special, get an unbelievable 5.50% APR with a 12-month term on any new deposit $5,000 and over. It's easy to watch your money grow when you plant it at Artesia Credit Union. And with a rate as high as 5.50%, you can watch it grow like never before. This high rate on a 12-month term is for new deposits only with a minimum of $5,000. Learn how to spring into savings at Artesia Credit Union, 210 North 5th Street in Artesia. Member NCUA.
All right, the first time out of the game taken by the Mayfield Trojans. They had a little confusion. The quarterback was looking at his wide receiver, and I think he was telling him, move up. You don't have a slot over here. You got to be on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that has to be frustrating as a coach. First, you prepare all week, and then your very first series, very first 3rd down, you got to call a timeout because the personnel didn't know what to do. So I'm sure Bradley's a little frustrated.
All right, so they're back out. This time they got a slot and a wide out to the wide side. They're going to bring the slot in motion. Lennon snaps the ball. There's a false start. That's got to be a false start. The whole offensive line started moving. Took them a minute to throw the flag, but that'll back them up 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, see, that was a shift. I think that was a shift by the offensive line. That's what he's arguing right now, the coach is.
The problem with it was they started to shift, and then they stopped and went back to their position. So it looked like a false start to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's just he's going to the sideline judge who the coach talked to is going to talk to White Hat right now.
Yeah. Coach saying, hey, we were just shifting. This may be one of those times it's a do-over, which you don't see very often in football.
No.
Or are they going to stick to their guns and say false start?
Probably stick to it. Maybe they won't call it again. We'll see. I'm sure they'll do it again.
Well, what I think that's the right call. Coach on the Las Cruces side saying, what are you doing? But they stopped and went back to their position, and I don't think, that's a false start when you do that, in my opinion. And I'm probably wrong. But I'm going with the officials on this one. All right, so we're going to have different people coming in on this play now that they've got a longer 3rd down opportunity.
Yeah.
And I was looking for the play clock. I guess there's not one.
There's not one.
Not one here, but they started the game clock. It's down to 4:51. All right, so it looks like the Bulldogs now. Lennon has a running back to his right. There's a slot and a wide out on either side. Bulldogs have 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. Snap is back. Quarterback is going to throw. Steps into one. It's too deep. That's going to be picked off, and that's going to be run back by the Bulldogs. He's got guys out in front of him. Gets down. He's still on his feet. He breaks away from 2 or 3 tackles, and now finally another one, and we're going to have an illegal block. Is that what that is, Robbie?
Yeah, but he had his hands in front of the shoulder pads on the front side because it was right there where Villa. So let's go back. First of all, great job by Villa. He had deep, right, don't get beat deep, and it was thrown too far, so he just sat back there and caught the ball. And then a great job of blocking by the defense to get out in front of him, but that was a tough call because, the hands were in front of the shoulder pads, if that's what they're calling.
This is what he did, the motion right here.
Yeah, crackback block or
I guess so.
The blind side block's what they're calling.
Well, whatever it was, it's 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
it's a great job there. As you said, he wasn't going to get beat deep.
Yeah.
He was behind the intended receiver, was Villa, and then he just went back and caught it like a receiver and turned upfield, and he got about a 30-yard return. Of course, they're going to mark off 15 here.
Yeah, and that's where we want them, right? We want them in passing downs because they want to run the ball. They're good at running the ball. And so we want to put them in those 3rd and 14 situations and have that opportunity.
Trip. Nope. We're going to go back to the A formation. Galindo to the left with Casadas in the backfield. Ball on the right hash as the Bulldogs played. Sending man in motion. Going to pitch it. Kahn going to try to get around that corner. Good block out there as he turns upfield. And then a flag comes in from way back there. We'll see what the Whitehead saw.
Giving Kahn the wide side of the field, and that pop sweep is what that is. And good blocking out there, and he finds a lane, cuts up before number 10, Xavier Ochoa, first Trojan in there to make the tackle.
It's going to be an offensive holding on the Bulldogs. So he tossed his flag a little more forward, put it at the 42-yard line. That's where we're going to spot the 10 yards. So it'll be first down and 18 for the Bulldogs at the 48-yard line of the Trojans. Okay, so he'll roll the clock. 4:17. Well, it hasn't started yet, but 4:18 now it goes. And counting as the Bulldogs huddle up. Ball on the left hash. A slot and a wide out on either side. Galindo going to go to the left of Casadas in the backfield. 7-0 if you're just joining us. Bulldogs scored on their first possession, then get a turnover, pick off. Coming in motion, fake it, hand it off to Galindo. He kind of stutter steps, and then he's tackled by an ankle and picks up about 1.
Well, you want to go up there on that 4-1 defense. 5 offensive linemen, 5 defensive players right there. You get a hat on everybody. Galindo's running free, but number 2, Andreas Garay, did a great job of getting extended on the block and then getting off of it to grab a hold of the foot of Galindo.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 17 now for the Bulldogs on the 47-yard line. Trips to the wide side, which is the right side for the Bulldogs. One receiver on the far side. Snap is back. He's looking to the right side. Now he's going to step away from pressure. Still looking. Throws it down the field. And, boy, he had him open, but just unable to connect. It's going to bring up a long 3rd down.
Well, rolling to his right, feeling the pressure and just buying more time. Number 12, Porter Hardman, had set up in the middle of the field, but Casadas really didn't get his shoulders around, didn't square it up to him, and the throw was a little off.
3rd down and 17 for the Bulldogs at the 47-yard line of the Mayfield Trojans. As Bulldogs get into the huddle and get the play. 3:19 to go here in the first quarter. Trips again to the wide side, which is the right side. Empty backfield. Casadas back there by himself. Slotting a wide out to the far side. They're going to look. He's waiting to see where they're going to position themselves. The safety is coming over to the wide side. It's going to be a draw. Casadas looking to get great blocking down the field. He's going to get the 1st and more. He's to the 20, 15-10, 5 touchdown Artesia.
What do? You rush 3 and drop 8 into coverage, so you got 8 guys back there, and the Bulldogs block them all, and Casadas in his athleticism runs around all of them, wasn't even touched going into the end zone.
And there was some fantastic blocking out in front of him. Our offensive line was blowing guys up down the field. That's going to be fun to go watch that in the film room. All right, so 13-0 Bulldogs in the swinging gate. Now they're going to swing out of it and set up for the normal-looking PAT with 3:07 to go here in the first quarter. Dominguez gets ready. Derek Warren, the holder. Snap is back. Good snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it looks good from here, and it is. So, with 3:07 to go, in the first quarter, the Artesia Bulldogs lead the Mayfield Trojans 14-0. We'll be back after this timeout.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business. Georgia and her team are ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Need wraparound carbonless books? Think Incredible. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. When you need an incredible job, think Incredible on Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Inc.
This Artesia Sports Summary presented to you by Raul Rodriguez on Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you see Raul. 4 plays, covered 48 yards on a 47-yard touchdown run by Casadas. Kick was good by Dominguez. Artesia 14, Mayfield 0, 3:07 left in the first quarter.
All right, so the Bulldogs, Dominguez lines it up on the X on the 40. And, Robbie, you said something you've said a lot over the years here. What do you do?
It's tough.
It's tough for defensive Mines. All right, it's caught on the floater. He's down the sideline. Goes to Mayfield Trojans. He will be cut down. Let's see where they mark him down at the 49-yard line. They got our contain wasn't there, so they got out of their lanes. Good blocking by Mayfield.
Yeah, number 86, Tyrese Walker, the senior wide receiver, did a good job and got a couple blocks on that sideline, showed his speed going down. Good tackle by Diego Morales, number 46 for the Bulldogs, knocked him out of bounds.
So a great starting field position here for the Mayfield Trojan offense as they're at their own 49-yard line with 3:02 to go in the first quarter, 14-0 Bulldogs. They're going to go to the wishbone for the first time. Quarterback goes under center. Now they come up and line up straight and in motion. Going to turn, fake the pitch, go back into the middle. Bulldogs were there and they missed the tackle. He's drugged down from behind after a pickup of 8.
Well, that's just old school trap play right there. They faked the sweep to the left and hand it to number 3 coming back. Justin Madrid got a trap blocked by the lineman. And the linebacker, as you said, got a hand on him, but he just ran through that arm tackle. So good job, good play by Mayfield.
Yeah, big pickup. It's second down and 2 at the Bulldog 48-yard line. They're going to come back in that same set, and that was a false start that they missed. Going to sweep this way, and he'll go through a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and finally tackled from behind after a pickup of about 10.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the running backs for Trojans right now. Anthony Navarez that time just running through some tackles, but for the Bulldogs, they got to quit arm tackling. They got to come and wrap them up, and they want a big hit, and they tend not to wrap them up.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened. Both of those plays, we had a man in the right spot, but didn't get him down. Yep. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line of the Bulldogs. Little bunch set on the right side, going to quarterback keeper, and he's through, not even touched. 15-10-5, touchdown of Mayfield.
Boy, they threw some off keys on that play, had the 2 sniffer backs on the right. They came to the left like it's a trap play coming left and lead that way, and the Bulldog defense just bought it. And Lennon just pulls it and it goes untouched into the end zone. So somebody got fooled on the defense on that one.
Yeah, because teams like this, well, you can say this against any team, but when they're a big-time running game, you got to watch your keys.
Yes.
Got to read those keys. Don't matter what anybody else is doing. Read your keys. All right, so the PAT unit on, and number 29, Jeffrey Dominguez, he kicks it up, and it looked good, and it was good. So with 1:54 to go in the first quarter, the Mayfield Trojans answer back, get a score of their own. It's 14-7. Artesia will be right back.
Artesia General Hospital has welcomed cardiologist Luther Weathers to the team. Dr. Weathers is board certified with a subspecialty in cardiovascular diseases. He treats patients with genetic heart defects, heart rhythm disorders, heart failure, coronary artery disease, chronic high blood pressure, and other cardiovascular diseases. Call 575-736-8270 to schedule your visit with Dr. Weathers in Artesia or visit artesiageneral.com/cardio appointment. Se habla español.
Talked a lot about Mayfield's running game, and that drive took 3 plays, covered 51 yards, all run plays, capped off 33-yard touchdown run by Lennon. Kick was good. Bulldogs 14, Trojans 7, 1:54 left in the first quarter.
All right, so they line up in their little bunch set again. Ball fell off the tee, so the kicker will go line it back up. So they got a PA kicker number 29, Jeffrey Dominguez, and then Arturo Petronillo is their kickoff kicker, but he gave way a while ago to number 29, who kicked that pooch kick out of bounds over to the right side. We'll see if he does it again or if it'll be number 55. And he is going to do it, and it's going to be a little pooch kick over there again, and the Bulldogs are once again going to let it go out of bounds, so they'll have, if they choose to take the ball, which it again looks like we will instead of the re-kick.
Now, the difference in that is he's not getting much height on it like other teams have on us, which force Khan or Parra either side to catch it. It's more of a line drive, so they're letting it hit because the Trojans aren't even close to it.
Yeah. All right, so 35-yard line first down. They'll start on their left hash with the Bulldog offense with 1:54 to go here in the first quarter. Slotting a wide out either side for the Bulldogs. Galindo and Casadas in the backfield as the Mayfield Trojan defense late getting away from their defensive huddle, but they're on the field now. 2 linebackers this time, 4-2 look, man in motion. going to fake, and looking to throw the ball. Now he rolls away from traffic. Casadas, he's going to get down the sideline and pick up about 5 yards.
So good job by the defense. I mean, we ran our routes. They were covered. He didn't see anybody open. Rolled to his left that time. Finally tucked the ball. Justin Madrid brings Casadas down.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5. We're down to 131 and counting. Again, the A formation look. Galindo to the right of Isaac in the backfield. Trojans look like they're in man-to-man, but they do have a deep safety. They bring 6 this time. He's going to throw it wide open. That's caught at the 35, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. No flags that I see, Robbie, and that's a long, great pass and catch.
So if you know Artesia football, you knew that pass was coming. They're man-to-man on the receivers with one safety over the middle. So Kahn goes against the man-to-man, runs outside of him, which separates him from the safety. Great throw by Casadas. Kahn caught that in stride before the safety could get there, and then his speed took him in the end zone. So well executed by the Bulldogs.
Beautiful play, and I in years past, I've been known and accused of saying things too early, so I didn't say, here it comes.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
But you're exactly right. When we see that man coverage, a lot of the time, we're going to throw it over the top like that, and a lot of the time, it's a touchdown.
Yep.
All right, so 20-7, Bulldogs with 1:13 to go in the first quarter. We swung out of the swinging gate. Warren going to look for the hold, and Dominguez with the kick. Here it is. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Bulldogs with 1:13 to go here in the first quarter, 21-7. And Robbie, we'll just keep it right here as the Bulldogs jog off the field. Pretty windy, but man, the passes he's thrown, we had a couple that were just off, but it wasn't because of the wind. He's throwing it deep, man. They were beautiful passes.
Yeah, because that's a couple, right? Had one called back. Right. The touchdown called back and then that one, yeah, as you said, and that's not easy, folks, in the wind. And this is not a small breeze. It's probably 20 miles an hour or so.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, he's spot on, and that is not easy. Now, I can say that because I don't have a clue because I wasn't a quarterback, but I got a quarterback sitting to my right.
Well,
he knows that's a tough pass to make.
It is, especially, yeah, it just is. So it's great execution, but here's the deal. That's what they grew up doing, and the wind never blows in Artesia, so they don't have to throw against it there, right?
It hardly never blows except for 12 hours a day while you're outside.
That play, that drive, or the scoring summary presented by Justin Edwards, Artesia for itself. You'll score a winning deal when you see Justin. 2 plays, 65 yards, 60-yard touchdown pass from Casadas to Connor. Kick was good by Dominguez. 21-7, Bulldogs lead.
All right, so once again, Dominguez lines it up on the 40 on the X. We'll probably see that pooch kick. I called it a poop kick a while ago. I was doing that for my inside joke for my wife and daughter. All right, here's the kick. This time he's going to kick it up the middle. It's going to be fielded at about the 14 or 15-yard line, and then good run, kind of went through some Bulldogs, and then gang tackled there at about the 29-yard line.
Zayden Salcido had to wait a while for that ball to come down. We talked about they haven't been getting height on their kids. Dominguez does. And so he fielded that and then coming flying down the field for the Bulldogs. Soto making that tackle.
And we have a Mayfield Trojan on the ground, and I don't know if that was the return man or it was kind of a pile up there in the middle, but he is down. Trainers from Mayfield out talking to him. When they get the young man, hopefully he is okay, just maybe stunned a little bit, but when they get him up and off the field, it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line with 1:07 to go in the first quarter.
Well, Mayfield comes out, goes into spread formations, and they try to run out of it, and Bulldogs do a good job. They try to throw. We intercept the pass, Villa does, for the first series. Then come out the second series and go back to their old school, just run it down your throat, running traps, running leads, running sweep, and they go down and score on that drive. So what do you think they'll come out in here?
I think they're going to be running. I think they tight. I think they tried to do something there in the first to catch the Bulldogs off guard maybe, but I believe they'll be running most of the rest of the game in that form. We'll see. I started off by saying what we expect, and they came out in trips. So we'll see what they do. They do have a wide receiver here to the wide side, but they're back in a tight grouping there with those two sniffer backs. They ran a counter out of it a while ago with their quarterback. Snap is back. This time he does hand it off, and this time he's going to be met in the hole, but he does burst forward for about a 4, maybe a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, that's Navarez just getting the ball and getting what he can. Huffman did a good job of squatting and wrapping him up and taking him down, we talked about, but Bulldogs sitting in that. They got 8 to 9 men in the box right now to shut down that run game, but they still picked up 6 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down and 4 with the forward momentum. As Robbie said, to pick up a 6. They're at their own 35-yard line, and we're down to 34 seconds to counting here in the first quarter. So probably at least one more play here in the first quarter. Again, the sniffer backs on the left side. Quarterback in the running back behind him going to turn and kind of run a sweep. Bulldogs have it played pretty good. I didn't see that holding play call come in, and they were holding. He's going to pick up 1, maybe 2 yards.
So the same thing. It's a sweep play, and he's looking for any crease to cut up that field and go. That was number 11, right? Was it Navarez that had it? Yeah, so Navarez carrying the ball. And I tell you what, Miguel Soto out here on the corner did a great job keeping his outside shoulder free, being held and getting off of that hold and forcing him out of bounds.
That ends the first quarter. It's 3rd down and 1 when we come back. Well, we're going to keep it here, but it'll be 3rd down and 1 when they flop ends. They're at their own 38-yard line. They've got a yard to gain to get the first. And if you're just joining us, it's 21-7 Artesia. We've seen grounded out by the Bulldogs. The first series took 12 plays and scored. And then we've seen some fast scoring as we saw a long run by our quarterback, 40-plus yards for a touchdown. And then the next series, it's a long throw for a touchdown.
Yeah, you see the Trojans, as you mentioned, I think they've got like 30, maybe 38 guys down there, maybe less than that dressed out. There's quite a few with the jerseys on. But we talk about it year in, year out. You can run the Artesia offense with your scout team, but you can't mimic it. You can't mimic the speed, the precision, how well the Bulldogs run their offense. And you see that in the games like this. You say, okay, he's a running quarterback, let's spy him, but then you don't take the right angle because you can't mimic his speed in practice. And then you say, okay, we're going to put one safety over the top, don't let anything go deep, but you can't mimic Khan's speed in practice and the accuracy of, Quezada's throwing. So we see that year after year, game after game, and I think that's part of what gets some of these teams. It's just hard, unless you're Las Cruces High or 6A, that has great athletes, not playing. It's hard to mimic it.
I agree. 3rd down and 1. They're going to be real tight, double tight with those sniffer backs. Quarterback, and they're going to shift their double tight to the short side of the field. Quarterback takes the snap, turn and hand it off on a counter, and he's off to the races again. Bulldogs going to have to chase him down from behind, which number 56 does, but not after a huge pickup down to the Bulldog 21.
Yeah, what happens on that is our two middle linebackers, they blitz the A-gap, and when they get caught up in the traffic and get blocked, there's no linebacker once Justin Madrid broke free. So you just got your secondary or Marco Soto, number 56, running him down from behind.
And that's one of our big guys, and that shows his athleticism and speed. But, boy, what a big pickup for the Trojans on their first play in the second quarter. It's 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. They're going to be on the left side of the field, not quite to the hash, but close. As they break the huddle, they got a wide receiver down here. He'll be in man coverage. Everybody else in the box for the Bulldogs. Quarterback takes a snap, a turn, keep it himself. He runs up the middle, and the Bulldogs are going to get him, but it's a pickup of about 6.
Faking that sweep that time, he just pulls it, goes up the middle. Harco did a good job of staying home that time and hitting him low and wrapping him up. Still a good game, but good job by Harco.
2nd down and 4 now for the Trojans as they're in their huddle. 21-7 with 10:54 and counting to go here in the first half. Bulldogs by 14, but Mayfield knocking on the door again as they're in Bulldog territory at the 25-yard line on their left hash. Wide receiver near side and everybody else up on the line. They got a couple of sniffer backs on the right side. Bulldogs have everybody up. Now they switch, go to the other side. Snap back, quarterback's going to keep it, look to throw the ball. He's going to throw it, and that's going to be broken up. It's a little high anyways, but that's an incompletion.
Trying to get it to number 33, and that would be Zayden Salcido. Got it over there, but number 29 for the Bulldogs was in coverage, and that's McNeil. The ball was high, but McNeil was there to knock it away if it would have been on target.
Yeah, he definitely is in man coverage. He's on an island, but he was step for step for the receiver, with the receiver. That brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Trojans with 10:28 to go here in the first half. Ball stopped on the incompletion. So they just tried to get a touchdown quick there.
I like the call.
I do too. All right, it's 3rd and short now, and they're going to put their sniffer backs on the other side. Bulldogs got 8 guys up on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get the first down and more. He's inside the 15, down to about the 11 before he's upended.
That's tough, right? Again, let's give Mayfield credit. Their offensive line is doing a great job of blocking our defensive linemen and picking up the linebackers. Are the 2 backs that are coming across there from their sniffer position. So they're doing a great job of blocking. I mean, we can get on the defense, but a good job by the Trojans right now.
All right, so they come in from the sideline with their play. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of the Bulldogs. Wishbone formation, one receiver down here to the right side. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off. The Bulldogs played that perfectly, gain of 0.
Yeah, number 90 for the Bulldogs got off his block, stayed home. Sergio Robles Jr. doing a great job on what we used to call the cross buck. The backs cross in the backfield. You fake it to the first one, give it to the second one, hoping everybody goes with the first one, but Robles didn't.
And I was wrong. They got one with the forward momentum, so it's 2nd down and 9. They can get a first down right at the 1-yard line, so without having to get a touchdown. And they're going to go full house again. As the quarterback, Lennon, goes under center. Snap is back. They're going to run a lead to the right side. And getting to the 5-yard line and cutting back in for the touchdown is number 3, Justin Madrid.
Wide receiver did a great job of sealing off McNeil on that play, which had outside contained. And then he just turns the corner, goes into the end zone. Madrid did. So, they tried one pass on that whole series, so they just basically ran the ball that whole series.
9:13 to go in the first half. Bulldogs now lead 21-13. They line up in their PAT formation. Snap is back, was good. The kick is up, and it looks good from here, and it is. So with 9:13 to go, 21-14 is where we stand. Bulldogs with the lead.
Good showing by the Trojans, right? They came out, Bulldogs scored first, Bulldogs hold them, we go score again, and now they're answering every score. Bulldogs score, Trojans score, Bulldogs score, Trojans score. So, Joby, we're in the second quarter, and we got a 21-14 game right now.
Yeah, it could be high scoring.
That drive by the Mayfield Trojans was 8 plays, went 71 yards, 10-yard touchdown run by Madrid. Kick was good by Dominguez, and it's 21-14 with 9:13 left in the second quarter.
All right, we've seen them pooch kick it every time they've kicked. We may see an onside. They forgot where they got to go kick from. So they're going to cross the Bulldogs kickoff return team and go line up.
Now would be a great time for an onside, wouldn't it?
I would think so. I would think you might try that and try to get the ball back from the Bulldog offense, but don't give it to them again.
We got our hands team up front. 5 Bulldogs up front are all good with the football, or at least what you call hands people.
So the Mayfield Trojans line up in a line like they've been doing on the 35-yard line. Their kicker, 55, has not kicked it yet, but he's one to hold up in his hand. They'll run to the ball and then stop and back up. I guess never really fully understood that, but all right, here comes the kick, and he is not going to kick it again. He's not going to kick it. It is just a grounder up the middle. The ball's up in the air, and we got it. We got it, and I think they touched it early too, but we got the ball.
Yeah, so faked it going, kicking it to the left, and then another guy fakes it to the right, and then a guy in the middle kicks it straight up the middle, and he chases the ball. And the Bulldogs are right there. He touched it at 9 yards. As you said, we recovered. But so they did onside kick it. They went for it.
And you and I both thought they should, and it was actually a great effort.
It was.
If he hadn't touched that early,
who knows?
Yeah, we ended up getting it, but it will be our ball. I think we can decline that, and it'll be our ball there at their side, their 49-yard line. They're still discussing it, are the officials. The guy that threw the flag, I'm pretty sure, said that he touched it early. He's the line judge on that far side. They're going to wave it off, actually. Well, that's interesting.
It's still a penalty. We decline it and go on. So, anyway, we got the ball at the midfield, Joby, or 1 yard inside their territory.
Yeah, we've got 9:13 to drive down the field and score. We saw in that last series, it only takes about 8 seconds to do it, and from this spot, it may be even less. We'll see. Trips that bunch set to the wide side of the field, which is the left side for the Bulldog offense. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. And they're going to give the go-ahead, does the white hat. So looking over the defense. Snap is back, going to pitch it the other way. Kind of got runners out in front of him, and Kahn will pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards. Looks like about 5.
So we're running misdirection that time. Looks like we're coming to the left, pitch it to Kahn with Diego Lopez leading around that corner. And 2 Trojans did a good job of just coming in behind Lopez and making the tackle.
And I guess that actually is a forward pass. I always forget that, but it's a forward pass. So 2nd down and 5 now. a slot and a wide out on either side, so our A formation look. Galindo to the left of Quesada, snap his back, turn, fake the handoff. He's going to throw the out route. It's going to be way overthrown that time, and Diego Lopez, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Quesada's having a great year for the Bulldogs, and this is the last regular season game of his senior career. He comes in today, 123 completions on 203 attempts, 2,094 yards, averaging 17 yards a completion, 261 yards a game, and 28 touchdowns, not counting today. So Isaac Quesada's just a great year, another great year for another great Artesia quarterback.
3rd down and 5, as we got that bunch set again to the wide side, but they're in tight. Snap is back, going to turn and just pitch it to Galindo. He's going to bounce outside, then inside. He's not going to get the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th down at the 3rd. Let's see, it's going to be about 4th and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that was a slow developing play, wasn't it? I mean, it's a sweep out to the left, and it just seemed like he couldn't get going. When he tried to cut up, Isaac Murillo, number 31, did a great job of reaching out and tripping him up.
Looks like we're bringing in our heavy package. 4th down and 2 with 8:06 and counting here in the first half. Bulldogs lead 21-14. And so who's our quarterback in this package? Galindo?
Yep.
All right, Bulldogs line up. Mayfield lined up. Snap is back, going to run to the right side. Galindo kind of stutter steps. The ball comes out, and it's going to be recovered by the Trojans. First down for the Mayfield Trojans on the fumble.
Well, you hate to see that on the 4th and short. Galindo hesitated in the backfield. You just got to lower those shoulder pads, which he usually does. And even if you hit him, he falls forward and picks up the first down. But when he started hesitating back there, the Trojan hit him low, knocked him down, knocked the ball out. So turnover on downs, Bulldogs.
Oh, it was a fumble.
Yeah.
No, we fumbled.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's an actual turnover. And
but he was short, too.
He was going to be short,
yeah.
You're right. But the ball did come out.
Yeah.
I was hoping that they had it, and then we got it back, and then it had been first down because it kind of bounced up to him.
Yeah.
The defender. All right, they're in that tight offense. Snap is back. Quarterback's just going to keep it with all those blockers in front of him. Still hasn't been touched. Finally cut down. Good job by Tootie McNeil. And they're going to have, I think, a hold on the guy that was blocking Tootie, but a big pickup.
Yeah, Bulldogs finally changed it up that time. They went from the 5-man front to the 4-man front. 3 linebackers just to, make the offensive line of Mayfield think about what they're doing. Still didn't make a difference. They got him sealed off. And as you said, Tootie had a guy blocking him, and he reached out and made the tackle.
Yeah, and it's a holding on that guy is what the call is. So it'll remain first down, but they'll mark it off. And the official is the guy with the ball is facing the wrong way. Now he turns back. I thought he was going to march it towards the Bulldog defense. So did the Bulldog defense. They were backing up. They were like, what? All right, it'll be first down and 13 from their 39-yard line. Repeat first down. As number 10 comes in with the play for the Trojans. 7:28 and counting here in the first half, and the Bulldogs have a turnover. The Trojans have a turnover. And the Bulldogs don't want to let them get in here as they shift to the right side. They're sniffer backs. Snap is back, and a turn, hand it off to the running back, and he's going to be manhandled in the backfield for a no gain.
Well, that's a great job by Johnson, number 11 for the Bulldogs. Got off his block, waited, hit him, wrapped him up, and then slung him around to the ground. So that time, good job by the Bulldog defense.
Second down and 13, no gain at the 39-yard line are the Trojans. As number 14 bringing into play this time, 6:47 accounting. What I was going to say is you don't want to give a touchdown up with no time here, and then they get the ball back. It would be tied up at half, assuming they get their PAT. So Bulldog defense looking to rise up here. Back to a full house wishbone. Quarterback under center. Snap back and turn it on the lead. And he's going to get up into the field and pick up those 3 yards that they lost and a couple more. Man, the pile just kept pushing forward.
Yeah, they got to push on that basic lead to the right. 2 backs going through the hole in front of Madrid. And then he just got his shoulders parallel and kept driving Bulldogs down the field. The lineman kept coming up behind him, helping drive him down the field. So made it a doable third down anyway.
All right, so third down and 5 at their 47-yard line. Ball will be near the right hash for the offense. 5:56 and counting as they're huddled up are the Trojans offense. They break the huddle. Sniffer backs to the right side, which is the shorter side of the field. Quarterback asks for it. He gets it, hands it off. And the Bulldogs have him in the backfield if they can get him down, and they do. Great job, Robbie, by the Bulldog defense.
Huffman, Johnson, and, number 56 for the Bulldogs, Marco Soto. All three of them. Soto was there first and stopped him. The other two came in to help make sure he didn't get any further.
So it's on their 47-yard line. Looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field, but Coach Maupin did tell me they'll punt out of that short. So if he's in the shotgun here, it could be a punt. We're going to keep our defense on the field as they're making some changes in their folks. And now Campbell will back up, but we got to be careful and don't let them run for it. 4th down and 5. Quarterback stays in. He brings the man in motion. Asking for the snap. Didn't get it. He was trying to get us to jump off sides. Bulldogs did not give. He will punt it, and so it's going to be returnable. Catching it at the 25-yard line was Campbell. He goes around the first man. He's going to get around the second as well. And then he squirts down the sideline, kind of hesitated, and then ran right by the third guy. So it'll be Bulldog ball.
That's just a great job by Campbell, one, to catch that in the air because that would have rolled a long way. So he saved the Bulldogs a lot of yards, and then just getting around that corner over there to pick up some more. So great field position, but it's a 5-yard difference is after that return, right, from where the ball was.
It got to their first down marker. That's
yes.
Where it got to, where we ended up, I should say.
Yeah.
All right, so the Bulldog defense did exactly what they needed to do, and they get to stop. Now the Bulldog offense wants to get down the field and score and take a 2-touchdown lead in at halftime. A formation look, ball on the right hash for the Bulldogs, the wide side, near side, and they are going to be in a man to cut. Well, they've got a kind of a zone look. Their man coverage on the other side. They bring a man in motion. It's Con. He fakes that, hands it off. Nope, he does. Galindo. And then he's not bursting like he normally does. That time he kind of hesitated again and was stopped from behind.
Yeah, fake it to Con on that pop sweep to the left, give it to Galindo going right, and it was a good job by the Trojans out there because they didn't really give him a lane.
Yeah.
He's looking for one to burst through.
The National Weather Service in Albuquerque has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Roosevelt County in east central New Mexico, northeastern Chavez County in southeastern New Mexico until 2:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 1:50 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 14 miles south of Kenna, or 43 miles southwest of Portales, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard: 2-inch hail and 70 miles per hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Kenna. Anyone outdoors should move to shelter inside a well-built structure and stay away from windows. This storm is capable of producing widespread damaging winds and dangerous hail. Wind damage with this storm will occur before any rain or lightning. Do not wait for the sound of thunder before taking cover. Seek shelter immediately inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Torrential rainfall is also occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Accumulations of small hail on roads can create very slick and hazardous driving conditions. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 2:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties in New Mexico.
And there was a little bit of a face mask there. He's going to get the first down, is Casadas, and he gets all the way down to the 31-yard line of the Trojans.
That's just Casadas wanting it more than they did because 3 Trojans hit him, and he went forward. Fabian Zuniga, number 90, was the first one. But just a great effort by Casadas to get that first down and keep this drive going with 3 minutes left.
So the Bulldogs getting ready to break the huddle. They do. They got the trips this time bunch set to the right side, which is the short side of the field. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. snap is back. He's going to roll that way. Good block. He's going to throw it down the field. Nobody over there. He's at the 20 to the 15, inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line, first down.
So they know we're going to pass right now, or their statistics tell them that, so they brought the linebackers blitzing. So we roll to the right. Porter Hardman just sets up on the sideline. There's no linebacker out there. Wide open, good throw, good catch, good first down.
And he was expecting to be hit. As he caught that ball, he kind of hunched and spun back, and nobody was there, so he took off down the field. But he was wide open. All right, we're down to 2:23 and counting as they rolled the clock once they got the stuff set over there. And then we're going to go back to a standard look. We got a slot and a wide out on either side. They're in man coverage on this left side. The safety is cheating this way. They're showing a possible blitz. They do bring them. It's a handoff and a late, and then great job by the linebackers. Galindo usually makes that guy miss, but he got him.
Yeah, he kind of slipped when he did that, right? There's draw play, delayed draw, give it to Galindo, goes up the middle, and the linebacker number 2 was right there, Garay, and he tried to do that lateral movement he does, and as soon as he planted, he hit him. So I think it looked worse than it was.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, so again, it's a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9 at the 11-yard line, A formation look. Galindo to the right of Isaac in the backfield. We're going to fake that handoff, looking down the field. He's going to throw it, and that's a touchdown Artesia, but a penalty flag from way over here on the side, Judge. That's an odd place to throw one where he threw it, but it looks like the white hat also threw it, so it must be a holding.
Yeah, a staple for the Bulldogs when we get down inside the red zone, especially as close as we are, 10-yard line or so, is that out route. They'll run, the slot will run 1 yard deep in the end zone, go to the outside and throw it. That was the touchdown pass there, but we'll see what the penalty is.
So it looks like he's ready to tell us. It's on us. I can assure everybody of that. And I think it's a hold. But the white hat still hasn't told us. And now he does. Holding on the offense.
Unsportsmanlike
on the offense. That's a dead ball foul, so that's going to put us back another 15.
So I was thinking, how did this guy on the far left see the hold on the right over there that guy saw, or wherever the hold was? So one got the unsportsmanlike and one got the hold.
I don't know where the unsportsmanlike was over here for him to see. Yeah. I didn't see anything unusual over there, but whatever, that's the call. So it's 2nd down and a country mile for the Artesia Bulldogs at the Trojan 37-yard line with 1:32 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs leading 21-14. A formation look, ball on the right hash. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. They do have a 2 safety look this time. Snap is back, fake the handoff. Isaac's going to have to throw it quick. He does. He's got a man wide open, and it's broken up. Boy, good job by number 4. He come late, but he got there in time.
Marcus Castillo was covering our deep receiver, and then he kind of read that throw as soon as it left Casadas' hand, trying to get it to the Bulldog receiver up the sideline. Broke off and came and broke that pass up. So good job by Castillo.
I think that was an out and up by Kahn on that play, and he was wide open, but the ball kind of floated and gave time for Castillo to do what he did. So 3rd down and a long ways to go. 35 yards to be exact at the 37-yard line. Trips to the left, twins to the right. Casadas in the backfield by himself. Man comes on late for the Trojans, and they call a timeout. So we'll go ahead and keep it here one more time.
So coming into today, standings in 5A, Roswell come in ranked number 1. They did defeat Goddard last night, 27-0, so they'll probably remain number 1. Artesia comes in number 2, and I think if we defeat Mayfield today, we'll stay number 2. Gadsden's number 3, Deming's 4, Mayfield's 5. Levington 6, Los Alamos 7, Goddard 8, Miami 9, Highland 10, Santee 11, and Berlin 12. And Joby, being the last district game, last game of regular season, we'll have the seeding either Saturday evening and come out Sunday with it, one of those.
Yeah, the selection seeding shows tomorrow afternoon into the evening. And so the Bulldogs know where they're seated after that. But did you say Deming was 4 on that ranking? Mm-hmm. So they're going to move up because they beat Gadsden last night 14-7.
Right. So that'll take place, but more than likely, if the Bulldogs win today, pull off this win against the Trojans, we'll get a bye next week, no matter where we're seated in there.
All right, empty backfield, 3rd down and 37 or 35 on the 37. Casadas, and then there's going to be another penalty flag, and this must be delay of game. Well, it's from the back judge. Illegal substitution on the Trojans. So I was thinking, how could that be a delay game?
I know, after the timeout.
Yeah, well, I knew it. I was like,
yeah.
But that's who normally calls a delay game.
Yeah.
So that'll give us 5 yards up to the 32.
Well, that makes it manageable.
About 3rd and 30. We're going to stay in the same play. Nobody, the Bulldog offense didn't change.
Well, safeties are deep, aren't they?
They're
5,
very
10,
deep.
15, 16 yards deep.
Mm-hmm. All right, so again, Casadas empty backfield. 4 men going to rush. Bulldogs blocking looks pretty good. Casadas going to roll away from traffic. Nate better roll away again, which he's able to. Can he outrun him? He can. He's going to turn and throw against his body to a wide open receiver. He's going to break. He's going to turn, try to drive upfield, and he's going to get inside the 10 and then hit late. Boy, that I thought that might be a flag, but it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Bulldogs, but a big play.
Now, Casadas did a good job of moving around in the pocket and avoiding the rushers, running to his left, which is more difficult to him being right-handed. But Galindo did a good job from going from the right side, coming back across the field to help his quarterback out. So good pickup for the Bulldogs.
4th down and 9 at the 11-yard line. And I thought for a minute we might be seeing the kicking team come out as they're talking about it over there. We have our timeouts left. It's down to 29. We're going to let that run down and then call a timeout, so to ensure that the Mayfield Trojans don't get the ball back. And so Coach Maupin's standing with the side judge over there. And that gives us, we can also talk about it, see what he wants to do. We have so many plays, Robbie, out of the kicking game that we can run a fake. So that's a possibility. And we got a kicker that can just boot it a long ways. And then we may just go for it. I mean, what would you do as a head coach?
Yeah, I'm going to go with your best athlete. I'm going to call a play that puts the hand in one of your better athletes in Casadas' hands. I would roll him. The ball's on the left hash. I'd roll him to the right and just give him the option to throw or to run. And just tell him right now whatever you got to do to pick it up. But that's a basic Artesia play to an extent, especially this year with the very, very mobile quarterback. But as you said, usually when we come up with something, Maupin has something from left field that works. Usually.
Yeah, I mean, it's he's got so many plays in his playbook and so many ways to run them. He can run the same play out of about 25 different different ways, including lining up like you're going to kick it.
Well, and I run through a basic formation and play for us, but the coaches will develop plays for a 4th and 8, just like this. They'll have a play in their back pocket a lot of times that nobody has seen this year, so the defense is confused on it and gives you a better chance of picking up the 4th and 8.
All right, so the Bulldog offense looks like they're staying on the field as they break the huddle from the sideline. Ball on the left hash, which does set up well for our right-handed quarterback to roll, like you said. We're going to go an A formation look, and they are in man coverage over there on our wideout. This could be a good slant right here for the 1st down. They're going to bring the house. Snap is back. He's going to run the speed option. Oh, and he kept it. He should have pitched it, but he did not. Galindo would have scored, but he did not pitch it, and that's a turnover on downs with 11 seconds to go.
That's one you want back as a quarterback. Everybody right now, with us included, is going, pitch the ball, and he knows. I mean, as soon as he didn't and he tried to go upfield and got hit, Galindo was wide open with a blocker out in front of him with no one to block.
Yeah, there was nobody on that side.
No.
So turnover on downs, 21-14 with 11 seconds to go. Let's see if Mayfield runs a play or if they just take a take the knee.
I'm going to say the Bulldogs had that set up perfectly, that pitch, because there wasn't a pitch responsibility out there, so it was a good call by Coach Maupin.
All right, he's going to be in the shotgun. They're missing a player, and he's going to come in late. Number 2 is going to jog onto the field. And they're telling him to play. So, I'd run a play.
Yeah.
But 11 seconds to go. Snap is back, hands it up. Nope, quarterback keeps it. He's through there with nobody to block, and then he falls down on his own with 4 seconds to go. They call a timeout. with 3 seconds to go. So, you know, we just have to see what happens, but we're going to go ahead and take a timeout as well. 21-14 Bulldogs with 4 seconds in the first half.
Stay tuned for an exciting message from Faith Baptist Church.
It's time to take back what's been taken from us. It's time to man up. We want to invite men across our community to come be part of our Man Up Weekend, November 15th through the 17th. A good friend of ours, Big Al, will be here, and he will be speaking to the men on what it means to live out biblical manhood. On Friday night, we're going to have a steak fry. Come be a part.
Man Up Weekend, November 15th through the 17th at Faith Baptist Church, Artesia.
I don't know what I was thinking. I was saying, Bobby, you're on, but we didn't score. Normally you come in. All right, so I should have come in. First down for the Trojans at their 33-yard line. Snap is back. Quarterback going to keep it again. Bulldogs going to have to hurry to get there. They're finally going to cut him down. Boy, I was there for a minute. I thought that he was cut down. That'll end the half.
Villa might have made a touchdown-saving tackle there. Just got him by the shoestrings. I mean, we had some pursuit, but who knows? I mean, Lennon's fast.
Well, we're going to go into the halftime with the score 21-14. Artesia with the 7-point lead. So we'll go ahead and get the Tape Branch halftime show going here. We're also going to have the Tape Branch Fan of the Week. So stay right here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. So wherever you're watching or listening, thank you for tuning in. Tape Branch halftime show up next.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tape Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tape Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tape Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs! As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
November is Diabetes Awareness Month, and PMS is committed to helping prevent and control diabetes. Whether you're managing your risk or living with diabetes, regular checkups and early action can make all the difference. Our care team offers guidance, education, and support tailored to your needs. Contact the Artesia Family Health Center at 575-746-9848 or visit pmsnm.org to schedule an appointment. Let's work together for better prevention and control this month.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. It's finally back. Our world famous chicken pot pie is here and it's better than ever. You've got to try it. Loaded with veggies, potatoes, and chicken, topped with our buttery, flaky crust, and baked to a golden perfection. Only here for a limited time, so try one today. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
Get a great deal on select Kubota construction equipment featuring durable Kubota engines, more comfort, more productivity, more get it done right. Right now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through December 31st, subject to credit approval. Consult your tax advisor. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full details.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Welcome back here to the Tape Branch Halftime Show, and we've got the Tape Branch Fan of the Week segment for you today. I know we're in Mayfield taking on the Trojans, but here on the Halftime Show, we have joining with us today Kaylee and Witten Rodriguez. They are, well, I'm going to let them tell you who they are. You probably recognize them, but we're at the Field of Dreams playing, and the Bulldogs are getting ready for the second half. But we're going to talk to this young man and his mom. Let's find out a little bit about you guys. Kaylee, why don't you introduce yourself to the crowd, and then we'll let Witten do the same.
Awesome. Well, my name is Kaylee Rodriguez, and I actually teach second grade at Yucca Elementary School. Born and raised in Artesia. I graduated in 2009, and my husband is Jordan Rodriguez. He's actually our defensive coordinator for the Bulldogs. So, of course, we root for the Bulldogs, but we have a special place for our coach. And so we also have a little boy, Zaven. He's 3 years old. And then you want to introduce yourself? All right.
I am Witten, and I go to Yucca Elementary, and I am 7 years old, and my favorite sport is football.
Witten, before we go to the next question, I'm going to ask you a question. Were you born in Artesia, or where was you born?
I was actually born in Roswell, but raised in Artesia.
You were born in Roswell? Well, we won't hold it against you because I was born in Carlsbad, so don't punch me. But I was raised in Artesia, too, so we're both Artesia guys, right?
Yes.
All right, good deal. Kaylee, you said you were born and raised here, went to school in Artesia.
I did.
What were you involved in high school, athletics or other extracurricular activities?
I was. So I was really involved. I did student council and all that. I also cheered. We were actually a part of the cheerleading program that got our 3-peat in the cheerleading state championship. So we were very involved. We went to nationals, won a national championship up in Dallas, Texas, I think it was. It's been so long, I even can't remember that far back.
Right.
But yeah, so I cheered and just kind of was that all-around person who just did everything whenever I was in high school.
When you were in school. Now,
yeah.
You said you were a sophomore, junior, senior. You won 3
I was, yeah.
state titles.
I was. We went sophomore, junior, and senior year, and then I'm pretty sure, that's horrible. They're all going to make fun of me probably. I think it was our sophomore and junior year we won nationals up in Texas. So
now,
it was a good year.
Now, let me ask you this. Who was your coach?
Jennifer Hotley was actually my coach during that time.
I knew that. But
I don't know if you really know her very well.
I know her somewhat, and she puts up with me. Well, Witten, tell me about what you're involved in. You're at Yucca, you said, and you are a second grader?
Yes.
Okay, what all are you involved in?
Football, basketball, baseball, and I think that's it.
So not much, just everything.
Yes.
Yes. What position do you like to play or want to play in football?
Either quarterback or receiver or running back.
Quarterback, receiver, running back. Now, your dad's in halftime right now, so he's not going to see this until later. But, you've got to remember, he's a defensive coach. You like that offense, huh?
Yes.
Yes. Quarterback, receiver, or running back. Well, that's great. Back to you, Kaylee. It says one of the questions that we have, you went to school here. Then I guess you went away to college. You are a teacher. Talk about being a teacher and where you're at.
So I left Artesia and I went to Eastern New Mexico University, majored in special education and regular education, and so came back here during my student teaching, actually. Did my student teaching and stayed home. So actually that's where me and Jordan ended up meeting up. We both kind of run a new teacher breakfast that they host every August and kind of just reconnected, and both ended up staying here. So we stayed here until Witten was actually born, and he actually went with Adrian Olivas. He's also a coach, and went on to Hagerman to be his defensive coordinator. And so when Adrian kind of moved back here to Artesia, we had the opportunity to move to Roswell High, and Jordan got on staff with Coach Art Bolaños over there, coached defense with him, and we were there for 2 years. And then Coach Maupin called us over in Los Lunas and said, hey, come over to Los Lunas. Can you come be my defensive coordinator? And we're like, all right. So we picked up and moved again, and we're there a year during COVID, and then Coach Maupin got the job here. He said, are y'all ready to move home? And we said, let's go. So here we are.
All right. Well, it's great. Obviously great to have you guys back in Artesia.
Thank you.
You've talked about your family. You have another son. You said 3 years old.
Yes, Zaven. He is crazy. He's our wild child. He takes to heart the football program as well, and he does the dog pile every chance he gets. And we're at La Fonda, and he grabs the sugar packets, and he's dog piling the sugar packets, and any chance he gets, he's a go-getter as well. So he's a mess.
Well, that's good. That's great. So you're from Artesia. You want to talk about your family, your parents or siblings or anybody like that?
Yeah, so we have everybody here in Artesia with us. My parents are Mark and Nancy Peterson, and they both have been born and raised here as well. My mom was a school teacher for 30 years at Yucca. She was actually Jordan's first grade school teacher.
Wow.
So we go way back.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, of course, my in-laws, my sister-in-law, and everybody lives here in Artesia. So my father-in-law was actually Fan of the Week a few weeks back.
Okay.
So I guess we're all just diehard football fans.
and Bulldog fans.
And Bulldog fans. We sure are.
So Whitten, you said you like baseball, you like football, you like basketball. Are you playing in the city leagues? Is that where you play, or do you play at the school, or where do you play those sports?
I play most of them at school, and I do some of the sports in Seek First.
Okay, at Seek First. And I think you already answered this, but what's your very favorite sport?
Football.
Yeah, because you said a while ago you really like football.
Yes.
Who's your favorite teams? Let's start with high school team. Who's your favorite high school team?
The Bulldogs, of course.
Oh, well, that makes sense. How about do you have a favorite college football team?
Yes, it is the Georgia Bulldogs.
The Georgia Bulldogs. So you're staying in the Bulldog family.
Yes.
Let me think. Are they ranked 1 right now, or are they 2? Or they're in the top 5?
Yes, I think they're 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, so they're in the top 5. And how about your favorite professional football team?
The Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. So that's an answer I hear a lot, especially in our area. A lot of people like the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
You guys obviously being very involved in the schools. Coach Rodriguez is a teacher and a coach. You're a teacher. So you guys get to follow the Bulldogs closely. Do you try to go to as many games as you can after football season and during volleyball and all the different sports?
Yeah, so we are at every football game.
Right.
We missed Santa Teresa because it was the Thursday night game, and it was just going to be too hard to get back to work the next day. So we did miss that, but we were at every football game. Usually football season's pretty busy with, just being involved in the coaching world, and so we try really hard to get to volleyball and soccer and that kind of thing, and but we get to all the basketball games once we kind of get to take a break from football a little bit, kind of regroup ourselves over the Christmas break. We try really hard to get out there, and we just love all the sports, and we're everywhere. It's usually how it goes.
Well, what is your favorite memory or moment being part of the Bulldogs when you were in school?
I definitely think it's the tradition, and a lot of times you go to those other schools, we've been to Roswell, we've been to those places, and it's just nothing like the culture. I think Coach Maupin and all of them have done a really great job of just continuing those traditions. And, basketball does the same thing, soccer, they go to Artesia and they know that those are the traditions, the culture, and just the atmosphere. They don't like coming to play in Artesia because they know our crowd's great. They know we're motivated and that we just accept the culture as a whole community. And so I think that stands a lot true to us.
And our facilities are so good that a lot of times other teams are a little bit intimidated to come into the bowl or to the pit or to the ballparks or to the MAC. This is a question I have no idea to the answer to. I've never asked anyone. And I've had brothers that were in the coaching fraternity, but I don't know. Do you, as a coach's wife, do you have a place you get to sit or a favorite place to sit in the bowl when you're watching the games?
I would love to sit where I didn't have to hear anybody or see anything, and but that's not ideal. But we actually sit with our family. Okay. Jordan's side of the family has had a spot that they have sat in for years. I don't even know how long it's been, and so we just sit with them and kind of surround ourselves with family and just kind of sit there and take in the win or the lose together, that kind of thing. So we sit with all of them.
All right, well, for being our guests, and you'll have to get your mom to share this with you, we have a couple of gifts for you. We have an Adobe Rose gift card. It's $50, and I don't know if it's physically here, but you're going to get that. So you guys can go eat there. And then we have the Tape Branch Fan of the Week mug, and I'll kind of hold that up, and you can see that. And then there's it says Bulldogs #1 fan. Could we count you in as that?
Yes. Yes, you can.
All right. All right, if you have a fan of the week to nominate, Bulldog fans, get a hold of Perry here at Tape Branch, or you can get a hold of the radio station and let them know. And who knows, maybe your nomination will be the fan of the week. We've got the playoffs coming, and the Bulldogs are going to be in the playoffs, so we got plenty of games coming. Thank you so much, and we'll be back to the second half of the Mayfield game right after this.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
It's time to fall in love with your garden. Sun Country Homes and Gardens is stocked with mums, pansies, Johnny Jump Ups, and more. These plants love cooler weather and will give you blooms into spring. Cozy up your home with fall decor and Los Poblanos lavender products found only at Sun Country Homes and Gardens. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for upcoming classes. Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 South 1st Street in Artesia.
Will Banks LLC in Artesia and Hobbs, New Mexico is seeking dedicated and motivated individuals to join their new team specializing in crane services for the construction and production industry in the Permian Basin. Immediate openings are available for Class A CDL flatbed step deck truck operators with pay starting at $28 per hour and full benefit package. Applicants must have a clean driving record, 3 years CDL driving experience, and be able to pass a drug and alcohol screen. For more information, visit willbanks.us. Banks is an equal opportunity employer.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
All right, welcome back here to the Field of Dreams, Mayfield, Artesia, and Josh Howard with the stats.
First half stats for the Trojans, 7 first downs, 17 rushes for 166 yards. They had 0 completions on 2 attempts, one interception lost. They also had 3 penalties for 30 yards. They were 2 for 6 on third down conversions. For the Bulldogs, 10 first downs, 17 rushes for 128 yards, 7 receptions for 127 yards. They had 153 yards passing, 7 for 13, and then also 3 for 30 on the penalties for the Trojans, 5 for 45 for the Bulldogs, and 3 for 8 on third down conversions, and we had 1 fumble lost.
All right, and the score 21-14 as we get ready to kick off. Trojans will receive. They'll be going with the wind from the south to the north. And here's the kickoff. Going to be a high pop fly coming up and make it. Oh, and the ball's on the ground, still on the ground, but he is able to get it back, it looked like. looks like it's going to be first down for the for the Trojans at their own 29-yard line.
Tyrese Walker came running up, caught that ball, and then bobbled it, went to the ground. He had to stop and turn around, tried to fall on it, missed it, and then just barely reached down, grabbed it as two Bulldogs came flying in on top of him trying to get that ball. So, boy, I like you. That ball was on the turf. I thought we're going to get that.
It was close, but he did make a great effort to get to it, and he got it. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 29-yard line. Ball on their left hash, which is the hash closest to us here in the press box as they break the huddle. They're going to come out in that full house backfield. As the quarterback under center turns, he's going to hand it off, a lead to the left side, and breaking through is the running back. He spins off of the well, I'm not going to say that was a tackle attempt. We just run up there and hit him. He just spun with no arms even anywhere close to wrapping him up.
Again, coming out where they left off, right? They had 166 yards rushing and 0 passing in that first half with Josh's stats. And they come out, they block everybody. He breaks through the hole, Madrid does, and, Campbell comes up and just lowers his shoulder and tries to hit him, doesn't try to wrap him up or tackle him.
Full house backfield once again, one receiver to the near side, ball near the far side, going to turn and run the same play the opposite direction. Nobody out there for the Bulldogs, another big first down pickup on 2 plays for the Trojans.
The Trojans just eating our lunch on their blocking scheme. They're doing a great job, sealed Harcrow on the outside and got around him and picked up the yards, so they're having their way with us with their blocking scheme right now.
1st and 10 on the Bulldogs' 45-yard line for the Trojans. Ball on their left hash, the near hash to us in the press box. Again, they're going to go, this time they're going to have their 2 sniffer backs to the wide side. The quarterback takes a snap turn, keeps the ball. He's going to run up into the middle of the group, and then he's going to be finally turned back after a pickup of about 3.
There's an adjustment from halftime because that's basically an unbalanced set. On the right, they've got a guard, tackle, tight end, 2 sniffer backs, and the back in the backfield is on that right side also. So on the left side, all they got is a guard and a tackle. And they've been running that all day long. We haven't been adjusting to it the first half, and now we did, and able to stop that quarterback keep.
2nd down and 7 for the Trojans at the Bulldog 42-yard line. Ball remains on the near hash, full house backfield. Lennon goes under center once again. Snap. There was a false start they didn't call. It's going to be a draw or a good play by the Bulldog defense. Got him for only about a yard.
Sergio Robles Jr. doing a great job from the left defensive side of the line, pursuing straight down the line of scrimmage and then wrapping him up and making the tackle. So great job by him.
3rd down and 6 as the ball is just about a foot outside of the Bulldog 41-yard line. Ball remains on their left hash for the Trojans. Full house backfield. Lennon under center, going to turn, going to be a lead this way. Bulldogs this time play it pretty good, and that's going to be a tackle for loss as we got several hats to the ball. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
Okay, Johnson broke through the line of scrimmage that time, and he was sitting there waiting, so the back bounces outside, but Rafael Orozco was doing a good job of getting off his block, so there was nowhere to go for, that was Madrid, right, for him to go, so great play by them.
4th down and 8 at the Bulldog 43-yard line. Trojans, we've seen them punt out of from the quarterback, and they may do that here or they may try to get it. They're definitely going to line up in their offense. Didn't see any big changes coming in. Full house backfield. Lennon, the quarterback, will go under center. He's going to bring a man in from that wide out position, bring him in tight as a tight end. Trying to draw us off sides. Bulldogs don't go and call the timeout from the sideline, so it'll be the first timeout of the half. Bulldogs lead 21-14 with 9:12 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back.
What I enjoy most about working at Coterra is just the people.
We all work very well together. We look forward to going to work every day.
I'm challenged day to day, and it's a good challenge, professionally.
The best thing about Coterra is the people. That's what keeps me at the company. The people I work with are awesome.
We encourage a lot of collaboration, and that's just exciting to me when you get to be a part of so many different people's lives.
Coterra Energy, producing energy, empowering people, building community.
All right, so Bulldogs looking to rise up right here, and Robbie, we were talking there off air, but give your analysis of what we need to do, or you feel like would be a good thing for us to do.
Well, we hold them here and we go down and score. We go up by 2 touchdowns. That means Mayfield has to score at least 3 times to win this game, and that's a pretty tall order for them to do.
Plus keeping us out of the end zone.
Yes, yes.
All right, so they're going to spread it out. I think this is where they might do a do the pooch kick, but we'll see. Slot and wide out on either side. Brings a man in motion. Snap is not back yet. He's still trying to draw us offside. 4th and 9. Quarterback takes a step back. Snap is back. He will pooch kick it. And it's going to hit the ground at about the 10 and then go out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for the Artesia Bulldog offense.
I like that setup. You know, they can run the fake out of it, the quick kick, and you only have one guy back instead of two. So it wound up being a great punt. Pinned the Bulldogs back at the 9-yard line. Somewhere back there. Pinned them deep anyway.
It looked like we were going to be at the 10s where it looked like it rolled out of bounds.
Okay.
And that's where they're putting it down.
Yep.
All right, so 1st and 10 from our own 10 for the Bulldog offense. First series here in the second half. The wind, I think, is picked up. I mean, it's blowing pretty hard out there. The flags are sure whipping. Ball on the right hash for the offense. We're going to go trips to the wide side. Galindo to the left, to Casadas in the backfield. One receiver to the near side. And they're in man coverage with one safety shaded over to the trip side. Snap is back. Fake the handoff. Going to throw that little wide pass there. And boy, that's tough right now because we haven't completed it but one time.
No, and it's good coaching on the Mayfield Trojans end because that quick pass, number 90, again, Fabian Zuniga, he reads that, and he just flattens out, and he creates it. It's almost impossible to complete that without, well, it is impossible. He's right in the way.
That brings up 2nd down and 10 from our 10. As the Bulldogs break the huddle, they're going to go back to their standard look offensively. Got a slot and a wide out on either side. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. Ball remains on the Bulldog right hash. Snap is back and a turn handed off to Galindo. He's going to sneak through and get out to the 14. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for Artesia.
Mayfield, they do have several players going both ways. It is late in the season. They're in excellent shape, but we'll see if that's a factor here in the second half with some of their major key players going both ways.
3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs at their own 14. Trips to the wide side, twins to the near side. Casadas will have some options here. He may run for it, maybe a draw. He may try to throw it. We'll see. Snap is back. He's looking to set up a screen. It wasn't there. Now Casadas in trouble. He's going to have to get it. Oh, that's a face mask, and there it comes. That's going to be a 1st down for the Bulldogs. He's still on his feet, still running, looking down the field. It's going to be caught and then dropped. But there was definitely a face mask, turned him all the way around, so that should be enough for a 1st down.
Well, he's all the way back at the goal line, right? And, yeah, there's flags all over the field. But he's all the way back at the goal line. Stiff arms a would-be tackler, and that tackler reached out and grabbed his face mask, spun him around, and then he broke free from that.
I think they're going to say the second flag is going to be illegal man downfield, and that's going to negate everything. They're talking about it.
We'll have to replay it, right?
Right. The side judge over here threw a flag late and pointed to the right side. So we'll see what the call is. I'm pretty sure it's a face mask back there at the goal line. Face mask. Oh, he didn't say a personal foul, but they're going to negate. So it'll be 3rd down again. 3rd down and 6 from our 14-yard line.
And that's a tough ask. I mean, Casadas ran around for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So as a lineman, which you did play line at times, I mean, eventually you're just blocking, right? You're just blocking, and you lose track of where you are a little bit, and it's only a 3 yards they give you. So I don't blame our linemen on that. That's a tough ask.
So we'll play 3rd down again, 3rd down and 6 as Casadas gets a play from Coach Maupin on the sideline. 8:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The defense came out and stopped the Trojans on their first drive of the half. Maintained the 7-point lead, and now the offense ready to try to get a score, but they got to get a 1st down first. A formation look. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. One safety deep. They're playing man coverage on one side and probably zone on the other. Snap back, looking to throw the ball, going to roll away from traffic, throws it over the top, and that's pass interference. Where's the flag?
Oh my gosh.
No flag thrown. He was shoved before the ball got there.
Yeah, Kahn's running the go route as Casadas throws it up in the air. Kahn has to slow down, turn around, and while he's waiting on it, the defender runs right into his chest about 2 seconds before the ball gets there, and there's no flag.
Coach Maupin is beside himself. The line judge over here was still standing back at the line. He's supposed to be running down the field. No call. So it'll be 4th down for the Bulldogs as their punting team coming out on the field.
In some of these games, you got to overcome some calls like that. They missed it.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
Yep. It was hard to miss, though, because everybody in the stadium saw it. I hear Artesia fans yelling.
Yeah.
All right, so our punting team is on. And our quarterback, junior quarterback, Derek Warren, back there to do the punting. And he's going to be punting it into the wind. Snap is back. Here's the kick. It's going to be to the right side. Pretty good punt into that wind. It's going to take a Bulldog bounce and go roll down into the 45-yard line of the Trojans for a first down right there.
That's a great punt in the wind. It's about 45 yards, 46-yard punt. So good job by Warren to give a little breathing room for the defense.
Coach Maupin still beside himself out onto the field.
Well,
it was a pretty easy play to call.
It was easy to call, and it was easy to see if you're watching what you're supposed to be watching. And it's a pivotal point in the game, too, for a no call like that on an easy call. So that's just a terrible no call by the referees.
First down and 10 for Mayfield on their own 45-yard line. As they come out offensively, Bulldog defense going to rise up again right here. Full house backfield. Lennon, the quarterback, under center, waiting for the go-ahead. But they got to get an official onto the field. He was off over to the sideline over there. And now they're going to say go ahead and go. 7:49 to go in the third quarter, 21-14 Bulldogs. Tight package. Double tight turn. It's just going to be a lead to the right side. Bulldogs were there and missed the tackle, but he's only picked up maybe 2 yards.
Good job by the defense. There was nowhere to go. He was looking, nowhere to go. Johnson comes flying in there and misses him because he was full speed coming in there. But then the Bulldogs keep it to about a 1 yard gain?
Yeah, a little over 1. So it'll be second down and a long 8 for the Trojans. Ball on the just outside the 46-yard line as they stay in a double tight full house backfield. Lennon, the quarterback, under center. Snap back, going to run the same play the other way, try to get outside. Bulldogs play it pretty good, but he is able to pick up about 4.
Yeah, number 90 in there, Sergio Robles Jr., as well as McDonald for the tackle for the Bulldogs, but it's a manageable third down now.
Third down and 4 at the Bulldog 49-yard line as a quarterback come over to the sideline to get the play. They got a wide receiver this time, so they're not going to go doubles tight as 14 is spread out here to the left side of the offense. They go the full house backfield. Nope, they're going to go that 2 sniffer backs. Quarterback, boy, they're really unbalanced. Turn. He's going to keep it, come this way. Bulldogs right there, but they didn't wrap him up, and he is going to break the tackle enough to get the first down. Boy, we had him.
Roscoe, but he had a guy on him, right?
Yeah,
he shoved his offensive lineman back into the backfield, disrupted that whole play. But Lennon's a good running back. He bounced off of that because Roscoe he couldn't reach out and grab him. And so that's just a great play by Lennon. Good play by Roscoe, but great play by Lennon.
First down and 10 at the Bulldog 44-yard line as he was able to pick up about 5. They come up again in a tight set here. They're going to have their 2 sniffer backs on the left side, really unbalanced. Quarterback's going to drop back into the shotgun this time. Lennon, he turns the sideline. He's got his running back behind him in the pistol. Now he's going to shift the guys to the wide side. So 2 and 3 go to that side, going to turn, hand it off to number 11 on that side. Nowhere really to go, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
So you can see some of the adjustments that the Bulldogs at half on this running game. But I'm seeing an excitement in the Bulldogs that just kind of wasn't there. They were flat the first half.
Yeah.
There wasn't much hitting going on. It was going through the motions, and boy, they're really pumped up right now and excited.
Second down and 12 after that tackle. Bunch of Bulldogs in there. One of them was Johnson, came in from behind. As he was trying to look for somewhere to cut up, Johnson hits him from behind. 5:24 and counting, 21-14. Second down and 12. Bulldogs lead by 7. Full house backfield. Lennon under the center. Snap back, going to turn, fake it. They're going to run that veer, and the Bulldogs were there again, but he will push forward and pick up about 4.
Just a little late. You know, when they pull those linemen, you're tied as a defensive lineman, you go with them.
Yep.
And we followed them. Aguilar did a good job of following them, but the back just got through the hole before he could get down the line.
All right, so third down and 8 at the Bulldog 42-yard line as number 10 will bring the play in for the Trojans. 4:51 and counting to go in the third quarter. As when you're running the ball a lot, it's a fast, it shortens the game, and that's what's happened here in this ball game. They got their sniffer backs on the right. Now they shift over to the left, run it back to the right of Lennon in the shotgun. Snap is back. He's going to turn, keep it, and he's going to run it. He's through the line. He's got all green in front of him. The Bulldogs are not going to stop him. Touchdown, Mayfield.
I'm sitting there thinking, what will they run? What do they need to run on a third and long? We're going to run the quarterback keep. right? Fake it to the back, run him up that middle. Exactly what they did. Safety takes a bad angle. It doesn't stay home back there. He comes up and gets caught in the traffic, so easy touchdown. Great run by Lennon.
He was not touched. No. He ran through a wide open hole, and he beat everybody to the end zone as they come out and set up for their PAT. 21-20 Bulldogs with 4:27. Kick is up, and it looked good to me, and it was. So 21-21 here in the third quarter. We'll be back after this timeout.
November is National Native American Heritage Month, and Southeast New Mexico Community College Diversity Committee, in partnership with Devon Energy, invites you to welcome the Zuni Oya Maidens Friday, November 8th, 5:30 p.m. at the CISPR Leyva Auditorium. The Zuni Oya Maidens are one of the most renowned dance tribes nationwide. The tribe is from Zuni Pueblo in western New Mexico, and they were the recipients of the National Heritage Fellowship Award by the National Endowment for the Arts, which is the nation's highest honor in folk and traditional art. Hope you can join us in welcoming them on November 8th.
Touchdown drive by the Mayfield Trojans, 6 plays, 55 yards, 42-yard touchdown run by Lennon. Kick was good by Dominguez. We're tied up 21-21 with 4:27 left in the third quarter.
All right, so the Trojans line it up on the 40. They're going to run at the ball, and they may kick it, but they don't. Now they'll back up. We've seen 3 or 4 different ways for them to try to get the ball back on the kickoffs. They have not kicked it deep to us and don't anticipate them starting now. They've had 3 different guys kick the ball. 55 is going to come at it. He is going to kick it. He is going to kick it deep. We were playing so far up, he said just kick it, it rolls into the end zone.
That's a great job on the kickoff plan, game planning by Mayfield. So we'll take the ball. Let's see. Our teacher offense needs to come out and just start clicking, right? I mean, we've seen some big plays, but we've only seen one sustained drive to an extent. So we need to come out and sustain a drive and just get it down the field.
Well, we've got 4:27 in the third quarter to do just that. The first quarter, the first drive was a 12-play drive for the Bulldogs for a long sustained drive. A formation, slot and wide out either side, ball in the middle of the field. Galindo to the right of Quesada. Snap is back. He's going to throw the ball. Oh, he hands it off. Galindo looking to get through some traffic, and then he is tackled. That was an awkward-looking tackle. Hopefully he's okay. He does stand up and does not limp, so a pickup of about 3.
Well, Mayfield's doing a good job, and I don't know if it's the tendencies that we have, but they tend to know what we're going to run or have in mind what we're going to run, because we try to run a screen, and they're ready for it. We try to run the quick out. We're ready for it. We try to run the draw play. They were sitting there ready for Galindo.
And they're doing another good thing, which is really good tackling. All right, 2nd down and 7. They're looking to show a blitz. Going to throw the ball. It's a little outside throw and going to be shoved to the ground, but it'll be a pickup of about 6, so it'll be 3rd down and 1.
So Parra out there in the left flat, just getting it into his hands, and then Lyman pulling out there and getting some blocks for him.
3rd and 1 at the 29-yard line. We already got our slot and a wide out to this side. Slot and a wide out to the other side is Casadas looks over the defense. Mayfield with 4 down. He's going to turn, hand it off right up the middle. He bursts through the 1st down and more. Galindo still on his feet, trying to break another tackle, and he's all the way down to the 41-yard line.
So there it is, right? He got that. Oh, there's a flag. He got that ball, and he just burst through the line of scrimmage. And good job by the line, because he really wasn't touched till he was 6 or 7 yards down the field.
And the Bulldogs just got a penalty thrown on him. That's going to be a 15-yarder, and we have talked a little bit about that this season. We've had some of those, and we shouldn't have them.
Yeah, we had one the first half, and it killed a drive in the first half. And then let's see what the call is here, and then we'll talk about it.
Dead ball foul.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, that's just undisciplined play by the Bulldogs. You want them playing hard, and you got to control yourself down there. Everybody's playing hard. You get to John, you get to Malvin, but you just can't cost your team that, right? That's a personal choice you make, and it's unsportsmanlike. You make a choice to cost your team on those, and we've seen it all year long.
1st down, though, it was after the play. It was a dead ball foul, so trips to the right side. We're back at our 26-yard line. 1st and 10, trips to the right side. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. He looks over the defense. Snap is back, looking to throw the ball, going to throw the stop route, and we're going to get a first down over there, about 12-yard pickup.
And I was thinking before that unsportsmanlike on the play, we haven't really called Eglin's name. We haven't called Diego Lopez much. Jack Byers, I think that's his second catch. Khan's really the only one we've called, but not much. So, boy, they're doing a good job of shutting down the Artesia receivers right now.
So it's 1st and 10 at our own 37-yard line. A formation look, Galindo to the left of Quesada. Snap is back. He is dropping a throw again. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw it over the top. That's going to be caught by Khan. He makes a man miss. He's down the sideline, still on his feet to the 25, to the 20, and that's going to be finally shoved out. I think that was Khan.
No, that was Galindo.
Galindo.
Came out of the backfield, went and found an open spot in the zone, which is what he needs to do. Cazares extended the play, rolling to his left, threw over the middle, kept his eyes down the field, and Galindo got some more blocks down there. Lopez got one of those, Diego did, so yeah, that was a good play by the Bulldogs.
1st down and 10 at the 18-yard line of the Mayfield Trojans. The ball on the left hash for the Bulldogs. They're going to come back out in their A formation look. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. They got him to jump off sides. That'll be 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Good job using that hard count. And the good job by the Bulldogs, right, to stay still, to be disciplined enough to sit there while he does that hard count.
So that'll put us inside the 15-yard line at the 13 for 1st down and 5. And the Bulldogs' offense will just move up. They'll stay in the same play they just had. Slot and wide out on either side, the A formation. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the shotgun. Snap is back. It's going to be a straight run for Casadas. He's to the 5-yard line, makes a man miss, runs into his own guy, and it bowls through him and has the touchdown.
So first of all, good job, good call. Good job of blocking by the offensive line. And Micah Aguirre, number 60, went down, nobody to block, turned around, and Isaac ran into him. Nobody else had touched him, and he ran into his offensive lineman, and then he had to go around him to get into the end zone. They're going to laugh about that on film.
Yeah, but it's a swinging gate, man in motion. Now they're going to swing out of it and line up in the normal PAT, leading 27-21. That wind still really stiff out of the south and west as Bulldog PAT unit ready to go. Warren will do the holding. Snap is back. Great snap. Kick is up. Kick looked good from here, was it? It was. So with 2:28 to go in the third quarter, it's 28-21. Bulldogs with the lead. We'll be right back.
Since 2019, Spur Energy Partners has remained dedicated to the markets we operate in, including right here in Artesia, New Mexico. We take pride in our community and strive to be responsible citizens by supporting our local economy, schools, and families. That's why Spur Energy Partners is thrilled to bring the Artesia Bulldog broadcasts to you. Wishing the Bulldogs the best of luck and safe travels. Play hard with Bulldog pride. This message courtesy of Spur Energy Partners.
This touchdown summary presented by Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you see Justin, Perry, Raul, or Robbie at Artesia Ford Sales. Artesia went 6 plays, covered 80 yards, 13-yard touchdown run by Cazares. Kick was good by Dominguez. Bulldogs 28, Trojans 21.
All right, so the Bulldogs lined up. They're missing a player. How does that happen on the last game of the regular season? I don't know, but somebody is now jogging onto the field. So Dominguez slides it up on the 40-yard line on the X. And luckily the officials hadn't got over to the sidelines yet, so no penalty, I don't think, here. Now the white hat looks, he points, he says, go ahead. And here comes the kick into that wind. Going to go to the left side. High pop fly is going to be fielded at the 24-yard line. Shifting gears is the runner. He's running away from us. Now we're going to turn him in and make the tackle. Great open field tackle by the Bulldogs.
Xavier Ochoa catches that ball, starts to go to left. A couple of Bulldogs are chasing him, but he's got good speed. But taking a great angle across there is Cuellar for the Bulldogs, and made a good open field tackle on him because of his angle.
First down at their 29-yard line as the quarterback talking to his coach on the sideline. 2:21 to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs now lead once again by a touchdown. 28-21 is our score. Ball will be on the left hash for the offense. As they break the huddle, they're going to come out in their overload on the right side. 2 sniffer backs. Now they're going to come to the left side. Tight end on that right side. Snap back. Quarterback's going to turn, hand it off. Number 3 squirts through, and he drags a linebacker for the Bulldogs. It's about a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, I like the 4-2, 4-3 defense better than the 5 because that puts Johnson back at linebacker. Good read by him. You know, he hit him, and it was a good run. He took him sideways and picked up the yards, but it was a good read by Johnson.
2nd down and 3 at their own 36-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field this time as 29 brings into play. 1:51 and counting here in the 3rd quarter is our score. The wind is maybe slowed down a little, but it's still got the flags all waving pretty good. Sniffer backs on the left side. They're going to move over to the right side. Snap is back. Quarterback's going to turn, hand it off. Bulldogs were there, and they're going to keep there, but he still, man, he just pushes through. Looks like he got the 1st down.
Yeah, Navarez, right? He does what a running back should do. He gets his shoulders parallel. He tries to get his pads lower than the defensive pads, and he does. And so, therefore, he gets the forward momentum, and he gets to push forward.
So another 1st down pickup. They're now at their own 40-yard line. Ball on the X on the 40. 1:21 and counting to go in the 3rd quarter. Going to go overload once again to the left. Sniffer backs up on their what is a tackle in the tight end position. Going to turn, hand it off this way. He's got room to run, and he's going to finally be knocked down and tackled. And there's a late penalty coming in, and I think it'll be on the offense, but not after. It's a pickup of 9 for the Trojans.
Yeah, Again, with those 2 sniffer backs, that unloads the side that they're on, and if they don't shift and go back to the other side, then we got an unbalanced. We're outmanned on that side because we're not really adjusting to it because they may shift them back. So we almost need to shift with it, and if they go in motion, shift back. But we get outnumbered over here. Harco did a great job of turning that in. They've been getting outside on that play. So he turned the play in, which, you know, kept the safeties making the tackle. But, I mean, there was a penalty, but it was still a good gain on that play.
Yeah, he got about 9, but it is brought back to holding. So 1st down and 20 now for the Trojans, and we want to see the Bulldogs defense take advantage of this long yards to get a 1st down. 2nd down and 20. I said that again. 1st down and 20. They shift again to the left side this time. Snap is back. Quarterback hands it off to number 3. Bulldogs play it almost perfectly.
Yeah, they do that time. They kind of anticipate it right, so it's almost like they slanted this way. They didn't adjust to it, but they slanted, and Villa comes running up there. McDonald does. Huffman's in there. Roscoe was in there for the tackle.
Grantham as well.
Grantham.
So it'll be 2nd down and 19 at their 31-yard line. No, they didn't get a yard. It's 2nd and 20. Got him at the line of scrimmage. Sniffer backs on the right side, so they're definitely unbalanced that way. They do not shift this time, trying to draw us off sides, and Bulldogs are not giving. So the quarterback says, hey, I was asking for the ball.
Think the quarterback will keep it this time?
We'll see. And now we're going to have a timeout taken, I guess, by the. Oh, that ends the quarter. I wasn't paying attention, so that's why they didn't run a play. It's going to go into the 4th quarter. The Bulldogs leading 28-21. Stay right here. Exciting ball game at the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces.
Bulldog Pride Screen Printing and Embroidery in Artesia is the source for Bulldog fan gear, company gear, and gear for school spirit. Bulldog Pride specializes in embroidered logos for companies, sports, and school attire, and for special gifts. All embroidery at Bulldog Pride is done in-house and never outsourced. For more information, call 575-736-1701 or stop by Bulldog Pride Screen Printing and Embroidery, located in the Abbo Shopping Center at 1028 South 13th Street in Artesia. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 5.
All right, welcome back here to KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. We're on Facebook and YouTube as always. It's going to be 2nd down and 20 for the Mayfield Trojans. They have swapped ends here, so they're now going into this crosswind out of the south and southwest. The Bulldogs will have the wind to their back when they get the ball on offense. It's 28-21 in this tie game.
Bulldogs have made adjustments 2nd half. They had the one long run by Lennon, quarterback keep, which I'm looking for right here. Either the 2nd down or 3rd down. That's been their big play this game so far, so surely they're going to run it this play or the next play.
All right, the Bulldogs defense, 4-3 look. well, 4-2 and crowding up on the ball. One safety. Snap is back. Quarterback's going to keep it, run to the left. He cuts upfield and drug down out there, but it's a pickup of about 10. Bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Okay, unbalanced to the right, running back on the right. They just student body right, and everybody gets a hat on somebody. Lennon's got good speed and just broke up the field for McDonald, makes the tackle. But, again, good pickup, 1st down.
I said 10, but...
Oh, no, sorry.
They get it's 3rd down, but they gave him... there was 3 more yards than I thought he got, so 3rd down and 7. Much more manageable instead of that long play.
Same thing the other way.
Yeah, they're going to go unbalanced that way. Snap is back, same exact thing the other way. And again, he's got lots of room, tackled, but a 1st down pickup after he gets all the way out to the Bulldog 48.
I don't understand, Joby. I don't get it. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not doing it.
Well, that makes 2 of us that don't understand exactly what's going on with our defense and how they're it doesn't seem like they are adjusting when they see that overload. Nobody's moving on our side, and so they've got us outnumbered, and it's working and worked all game long basically against our defense. We'll see what they do here. They're going to go those 2 snifferbacks on the right side this time as the quarterback takes a snap, going to turn. He fakes the handoff. He breaks through traffic again. Again, he's into the secondary for a 1st down before he's finally tackled.
Well, Lennon's just a good back, right? We saw with Centennial and their stud quarterback. He ran all over us that day. And Lennon's doing the same thing. Great blocking by the line. He goes up the middle. McDonald comes up and tries to put a big hit on him. And Lennon put the hit on him. McDonald's having to go out right now. So he just keeps breaking into the secondary and punishing our secondary guys.
Did they say it was a timeout? I mean, yeah, it's not a timeout. It's an injury timeout, but the official touched his, said, I'm calling the timeout here. But so Mayfield and the Bulldogs all went to their sidelines, but they're being told, go back. Nobody called the timeout. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 as he got a pickup of 9 on that play, on that overbalanced side. Ball near their left hash now for a 2nd and 1. Mayfield at the Bulldog 39-yard line. 10 minutes and 13 seconds to go. 28-21 here in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs by 7, but Mayfield once again driving. They're going to go unbalanced to the right side this time with their 2 snifferbacks behind a tight end and a tackle. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to shift over. Now it's going to be a Wildcat. The number 11 is going to run the ball. He's through, and he's not touched. He's to the 15, the 10, 5. Touchdown was never touched.
Yeah, it reminds me of those years that we played Goddard, and Goddard was really good in the 2010, 11, 12, 13. You knew what they were going to run. They're going to go student body right. They're going to get out there. They're going to pull their linemen out there. And we'd get in these shootout games with them because, defensively, we knew they were going to run and we couldn't stop it. They knew we were going to pass, and we had the offense we did. And so, same thing right here. We know what they're going to do. Our defense just can't stop it.
Snap is back, holds it down, kick is up, and the kick looked good, and it was. So with 9:47 to go in the ball game, it looks like one of those games, whoever has it last is going to win. We'll take a break and be right back.
We know you love your car, and at Big O Tires, we love your car too. We know it's so much more than just how you get from here to there. That's why your locally owned Big O in Roswell and Carlsbad is proud to help keep your car in top shape with our trustworthy service, quality products, major tire brands, and some of the best deals in town. And don't forget, we have easy and affordable financing options for nearly any budget. As members of our community, we know what's important to you and your car. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Score is 28-28 with 9:47 left here in the game. Mayfield, we got 8 plays to go 71 yards. 39-yard touchdown run by Navarez. Kick was good by Dominguez, so they're going to be kicking off to the Bulldogs here.
They're in that lineup on the 35-yard line. Number 55 runs at it. Let's see if he kicks it or if they all back up like they've been doing. They stop and they back up. We've seen an onside that they recovered, or that we got, but it was close to being recovered by them, and then they kicked it deep a couple of times. It's going to be a little blooper over the sideline. This time we're going to have to pick it up, which we do. We're going to run it, and that's Kahn, still on his feet. Still on his feet. The ball is out. And I think Mayfield got I think we got it. They're not telling us who got it. Bulldogs got it, okay. Boy, that was scary. That ball just flipped up in the air. And Mayfield, I thought, had it. It must have scored it away from them. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Yeah, number 54 for the Bulldogs, Daylon Checo, actually came from under the pile with that ball, so good job by him to save the Bulldogs there.
Yeah, Dalen, like you said, I think, because I'm telling you, I saw a Mayfield guy bound on it, but it squirted loose. The ball's not perfectly round. It squirts around. We've talked about that before. So the Bulldogs get it. They've got 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A formation look for the Bulldogs. A slot and a wide out either side. Galindo to the left. Casadas in the backfield. 9:36 to go in the ball game. It's all knotted up. 28-28. Snap back, turn, hands it off to Galindo. He's picking his way around blockers. Now he bursts forward, and he'll pick up the 1st down and more. Looks like a pickup of about 12.
Did a good job that time of getting in behind his lineman. I believe it was number 66, Stephen Williams. Just kind of put his hand on his back and rode him around that corner. So it's number 61, sorry. That's Leo Garcia.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Mayfield 47-yard line. Ball will be on the right hash for the offense. 9:15 and counting to go here in the ball game with a tied score.
Got to correct myself again. Jake Vandervender.
Vandervender.
Yeah,
okay.
That's who he got behind.
All right. A formation look. Galindo to the left. Casadas in the backfield. Snapping back, looking to throw the ball. Going to throw the out route. Whoa, that was way off. That timing route, that time he was off.
Yeah, Eglin just running the staple, right? Just a stop route from the wide receiver position on the right. Runs about 8 yards, turns around. The defender wasn't within 5 yards, and Isaac just missed him.
Yeah, the ball wasn't either within 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 47-yard line. As that crosswind continues to blow here at the Field of Dreams. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side. Ball on the right hash for the offense. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. They're in a man coverage look on the far side. He's going to throw, look at his screen, now run with it. He makes the 1st man miss, makes the 2nd man miss. He's going to dive forward for the 1st down, does Casadas.
Watching the receivers in that secondary coverage, and I wonder if the Bulldogs just, with this wind, we talked about how good he threw a couple of passes in the 1st half. But they're in that man coverage with one safety. I mean, we've beat that all day long for years. And so just I wonder if the wind is affecting the passing game right now.
It could go with the wind going with us, because it could be that he, maybe it's harder. I don't know. Maybe it's harder to back off than to throw harder. Where the 1st half, when the long ones, they were thrown into the wind and were right on target.
The wind's going left or right across the field, though, right?
It's a cross breeze. It's a little behind, but mostly cross breeze. You're right. A formation look, 1st and 10 at the Mayfield 37-yard line. Snap back, going to turn, fake the handoff. He's going to throw it over to the right side. That's caught. And then he makes a man miss and goes forward for a pickup of about 15 yards. Good job.
Okay, that time, great job. Kahn runs a good route, good quick release by Isaac to get it to him. Kahn catches, spins inside away from the defender, and then picks up more yards, yards after catch anyway, Yak.
Quarterback's best friend. The old yards after catch. All right, so Twins are slotting a wide out to either side. We're in that A formation look. Galindo going to go to the right of Casadas. Ball on the right hash. 1st down and 10. Snap back, takes the handoff, he pumps it. Now he's just going to have to run, and he breaks the tackle, does Galindo, and he'll get down inside the 15-yard line depending on the spot. They are going to spot him at the 14.
They brought a blitz that time with both linebackers. Came up in the middle, and Isaac able to step up inside of them because one of them was unblocked and stepped up, did a good job of picking up the 8 yards he did.
He pumped it. He tried to do an out and up, and it was great defense back there. They didn't bite on that at all. They were behind a receiver. Good that he didn't throw it into that coverage. So a good decision there by Isaac. 2nd down and 2. We're down inside the red zone at the 14-yard line of the Trojans. Trips to the right side, one man to the left. Snap is back, turn, fake the handoff. Now Casadas just going to run with it. He's in, he makes several men miss. He's still running. He's a touchdown.
Help benefit the Wounded Warrior Project with HF Sinclair Saturday, November 9th at the Veterans Mission 5K Fun Run, Walk, and Ride. This 5K Fun Run will begin and end at Beige Veterans Park in Artesia, and the course will take you around Eagle Draw, walk or run. Kids 6 and under can join on their bikes. Pre-registration is $25 for adults and teens, kids $10, and your 4-legged companion only $5, with all proceeds to benefit Wounded Warriors. For more information or to sign up, visit hfsnm.com/veterans-mission-5K.
All right, Robbie, we're back. We left our piece of our equipment just died. So that's why we went away. It was a touchdown. I think you heard us say that. Quesada's in for the touchdown. And there was an injured player for the Mayfield Trojans. They're still helping him off the field, so we haven't attempted a PAT yet. Bulldogs go back up. It's 34-28, and they're lined up in their PAT.
Well, it was a great effort by Quesada. He got hit about the 5-yard line, drugged that guy. Another Trojan came in there, and he just kind of ran him over and then stretched out and fell into the end zone. So great effort by Quesada.
Okay, so it was number 2 that was injured. They helped him off the field. He is off. That is Andy Garay. But now we're ready to kick it. Snap is back. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And it looked good from here, and it was good. So we're going to keep it right here, Robbie. It's now 35-28 Artesia with 6:51 to go in the fourth quarter. And so we talked about it there. We've talked about it kind of all game. Bulldog defense having a hard time with this good running attack of the Mayfield Trojans.
Yeah, and nobody, I guarantee you, nobody's more frustrated than the defensive coaches, right? I mean, and the defensive players. I mean, it's frustrating when a team runs basically 4 different plays and you can't stop it. So I know they're frustrated, and we know they are. And Mayfield's a good team. I mean, it's kind of like teams trying to stop Artesia. You kind of know what we're going to do, and you can't stop it at times. And so I get it, but I'd love to see us sell out right now on the run. Just absolutely sell it. Make them beat us throwing the ball deep, you know, even if we get caught and burned, beat deep one time. So, just sell out and try to stop that run with 9 to 10 guys. I don't know. What do you do, you know? It's kind of like we say with the Bulldogs. What do you do? What do you do right now with Mayfield running game? Try something different.
Well, the big thing is wrap up. We've been there a lot of time. We've seen Bulldogs trying to just hit them, and then they bounce off and keep running. So that's one thing we can do, wrap up.
Well, the touchdown summary by the Artesia Bulldogs brought to you by Raul Rodriguez, Artesia Ford Sales. Go see Raul for a great deal. 6 plays, 58 yards, 14-yard touchdown run by Cazadas. Kick was good by Dominguez. Bulldogs 35, Trojans 28.
Dominguez sets it up on the 40, and here comes the kick. Let's see if we try to get an onside or just kick it deep. He's going to kick it deep, and that's going to sail over their head. Oh, he's going to catch it at the 1, and he backs him into the end zone, so they're calling a touchback on the kick.
So we'll see what the Artesia Bulldog defense does here. They've been coming out basically playing a 4 to 5 man front, basic defense, not running a lot of stunts. They haven't blitzed much since the first quarter. It wasn't working, so we haven't seen that. They're just playing a basic, straight-up defense for the most part. Let's see if they come with some slants, if they'll shift to that unbalanced. You know, if they'll just let's see what they come back with here.
Be 1st and 10 for the Trojans, right in the middle of the field at their own 20-yard line with 6:51 to go, 35-28 Bulldogs with the lead. Unbalanced attack to the right side. Their 2 sniffer backs up. The quarterback takes the snap. He's just going to run it this way. Now he's going to pass. Nowhere to go with the pass, and he throws it away wisely. But nobody over there, so nobody even close. That's going to be a penalty. And looks like there's a flag across the way as well.
There's no penalty here for the grounding.
No, he didn't throw it, but he was shaking his head, pointing, the side judge.
So let's just say this. It looked like we slanted that time left with the defensive line that time, or at least they played it that way and did a good job of stopping it. They were trying to throw a jump pass or throw it down. So good job by McNeil over here to cover the route. And then there was nowhere to go, so he threw it away. So that was a good play by number 99 for the Bulldogs, Chris Aguilar.
That flag by the far judge, I don't know what the line judge, I don't know what he called, but he pointed at Artesia, or he pointed at maybe he just pointed at the line of scrimmage. We're going to see what the white hat says right now. Looks like he's going to say personal foul. He hadn't told us yet. Personal foul on the offense, and that'll remain 1st down, I guess. It was not a dead ball penalty, so it'll still be first down, just to mark off half the distance, I guess, to the 10-yard line.
So after a good play, also a good break for the Bulldogs, as they've got a long way to go now with 6:42 left in the game.
Mayfield has used a timeout here in the second half. All right, so they're back. Josh thought that was good. Third half. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off up the middle, and the running back will be tackled after a pickup of about 4.
So, I mean, a 4-yard gain up the middle. They're going to need a bunch of those to get a first down, and they don't have that many downs to do it at 4 yards a pop right now. But what do you go to, Joby? Get in the quarterback's hands?
I think so. I mean, they've been very successful with it. They can run that counter out of it, and then just run right behind that over that unbalanced side. That's been very effective for them all game long. Second down and 15. They got 5. They got the unbalanced look to the right side again. Quarterback Lennon takes a snap. He's just going to run that play, and the Bulldogs come up and hit him hard. Pickup of about 3.
Well, I'll tell you who made that play that time, and that was Miguel Soto. He has the edge out here. Number 3 was trying to block him, Justin Madrid, and he got off that block and came in, made a good tackle, wrapped him up, and took him to the ground. So good job by Miguel.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11 for the Mayfield Trojans at their own 19-yard line. Clock is running. 5:30 and counting to go in the ball game. You hear our big crowd over there. Pretty big crowd for traveling. Bulldogs all will travel great. Cheerleaders leading them. Defense overbalanced to the wide side of the field. The 2 snifferbacks over there. The quarterback takes the snap. Nobody there for him to hand it off to, and he breaks through the middle, but he is tackled. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, for just a second, I thought he was off to the races again.
I was watching the defensive line, and they got parted by the offensive line. There's a huge hole there, and Hardcrow comes flying up and makes a great tackle on Lennon.
All right, so it's 4th down and 4 at their own 26. They are bringing in new personnel.
Got to see a fake here.
I would think it very well could be a fake. They're bringing in a lot of different guys. First time we've seen them make this big of a shift. They've been kicking it out of the backfield with their quarterback, just the quarterback kicking it. But they got 4 wide, 1 running back in. One of those guys got to be up on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Do not jump off sides.
Do not jump. And this is a penalty if they don't move those guys up. Now he's going to back up to punt it, and now we're going to have a delay of game. Because the guy that threw the flag that time is where that comes from.
Well,
he called it. Well, he threw his flag, but I guess the timeout was right before it. So we're going to keep it here as the Bulldogs go over on the sidelines. 4th down and 4. Mayfield was definitely going to at least show punt. Whether or not they actually punt it, we don't know. Coach Maupin questioning the back judge that threw the penalty, but I'm sure he's saying, Coach, they called timeout before I threw it.
Yeah, if you wanted a great high school football game on a Saturday afternoon, you got one here. 2 really good teams going at it right now. Trading it off. Bulldogs went up early. Mayfield got some stops and came back with their offense and tied it up 28-28. Bulldogs ahead now, but sitting back, if you don't really care who wins or loses, you're just going, this is a great high school football game.
Yeah, it is. A lot of different things have happened. There's been some coaching moves on both sides. Both offenses have looked great at times and had a couple of plays where the defenses looked great at times. It is somewhat high scoring. It's 35-28, but Bulldog defense right here want to rise up. Now, the quarterback's going to drop back into the punting position, but they got 4 receivers. He can run, too.
I'm going to say, if you're going to do anything, put it in his hands and let it get 5 yards.
4th down and 4. Punt team ready to go. Campbell back for the Bulldogs. Snap is back. He is not going to throw it. He is going to throw it first down, Trojans. He was wide open. Nobody covered him.
Yeah, I brought number 14, I believe who that was, across the formation in front of everybody. Got lost in there. That's Weston Hood. And he just waits for him to clear, throws it to him, had 3 Bulldogs running behind him, caught it and picked up the first down. Great call by the Trojans.
All right, so 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line on the right hash with 4:15 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs by 7 in this tight match, 35-28. Overload to the left side, which is the wide side. Now they shift over to the right side. Bulldogs shift with them this time. Snap is back. Quarterback's going to keep it, come this way. And they had him in the backfield. They're going to get him on the sideline after a pickup about, let's see where they mark him down, but short pickup for the Mayfield Trojans.
Yeah, so the adjustment now is they're bringing up safety, Miguel Soto, to the side of the unbalanced. So we got one extra guy over here. He's the guy that was in the backfield, but Lennon made him miss. I mean, he was back there with him, but a good job by Lennon.
2nd down and 8 as we're getting down 3:46 and counting. Trojans in their huddle talking about it. Ball remains on the right hash for the Trojans. And they're going to do their overload on the left side again. They have a tackle and a tight end, really 2 tackles. Now they come over to the left side again. Bulldogs shift to the safety in the line, and he's going to turn, hand it off. And he's going to be stopped and then rolls forward for another gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, good job by Johnson, by Aguilar, and by Grantham in there, and also number 54, Pacheco's in there for the Bulldogs. So that was a good defensive play by all 4 of those young men.
3rd down and 6 at their own 48-yard line as we're down to 3:05 and counting, and they huddle up. Do the Trojans. Number 14 is going to bring the play in from the sideline. We'll go under 3 minutes before they get a playoff, and we're already there. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. 3rd down and 6. Bulldog defense ready. Overload to the right side. Ball in the middle of the field. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to run this way, and then he's looking to throw the ball. Now he's just going to tuck it and run. Bulldogs getting down. He's only going to pick up 2. It depends on the spot. He gets to the 50, so it's going to be 4th down and 4 for the Trojans.
Boy, he was looking to throw. Miguel Soto comes up on that outside contain, and then he decided to run, and he just reached out, got him by a foot, tripped him up. That was an easy 1st down pickup. So great job again by Miguel.
4th down and 4 at the 50-yard line on the right hash for the offense.
Bulldogs need a huge play from somebody stepping up right here.
Number 10 takes the play into the huddle. We haven't broke yet. We're going to probably be under 2 minutes before they snap the ball. It's 2:03 and counting. Full house backfield. Lennon under center. Snap back. Return, keep the ball, looking to throw it. It's going to be knocked down. Great play by the Bulldog defense. It'll be a turnover on downs. 1st down for the Bulldogs.
That's exactly what we needed. Miguel Soto came in hard. He had a guy open in the flat. Lennon did, and that's what he's trying to throw to. And Miguel went up high, knocked the ball out of the air. So we needed a big play from somebody, and we got it from Miguel Soto.
All right, so 1st and 10 at the 50. The Bulldogs will have it, and it'll be on the left hash for them with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go and a 7-point lead. Just got to stay away from turnovers and drive down and score as far as I'm concerned, but 1:50 to go with a 7-point lead. Casadas coming in with the play from the sideline. Big stand, rise and stand by the Orange Crush defense. A formation look, Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. Bulldogs trying to see if there's a play clock somewhere. Snap is back, handed up right up the middle. Glendale sidesteps, and he's going to pick up about 2 on the play.
Good tackle by number 3, Justin Madrid. He's been all over the field today. I think he's going both ways. And so good play by him on Galindo, but the clock is running.
1:32 and counting. I think the Mayfield Trojans have 1 timeout left, if I'm right.
Yep.
You see it up there on the board? Yeah, 1 timeout. And the Bulldogs are going to take some time between plays here, which is what they need to do. Don't want to get a delay of game, but take some time. All right, A formation look.
Oh, the hand's up.
Hand is up. Bulldogs going to shift to the right side, get the snap away. Now he's counting. Snap back. Going to run to the right side is Casadas. He's got a lot of open field. Great blocking down the field. He's going to go for the touchdown, Artesia.
Well, you called it. You said they can go down and score for, that'd be great to do. And I tell you, I don't know. That's about the 3rd or 4th long run. I'll have to go back and count for Casadas today. As frustrating it is, their quarterback's doing everybody right. That's all that is. Our quarterback taking the snap, getting great blocking out on the right side, and then picking his way through that great blocking and running for a touchdown.
I'm gonna say double great. There was a couple of blow-ups out there, and then there was outstanding blocking by one of our receivers. He just pinned his guy and took him out on the sidelines. I'm gonna tell you, that was some that was just some really good blocking. And of course, Casadas did not go to bounds. He just went right down the sideline. We swing out of the swinging gate, and on to do the kicking is Dominguez. 41-28, snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick looked good. And I think it was good. We're going to keep it right here, Robbie. 42-28, the score with 54 seconds to go here in the ball game. Artesia up by 2 scores.
And this touchdown summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll always score a winning deal when you go down and talk to Perry about a new car or used. Bulldogs took 2 plays, go 50 yards, 48-yard touchdown run by Casadas. Kick was good by Dominguez. Bulldogs 42, Trojans 28 with 54 seconds left in the game. And Joby, I don't know about you, I'm breathing a little bit easier.
I am too. We're Bulldogs, and so we get uptight. We do.
We try to call it even and give everybody credit.
Yeah. I know we do that. You do an outstanding job of bringing up their players, but right now with only 54 seconds left, my guess is you're going to see one go through the end zone here by the Bulldog kicker Dominguez. He can definitely do it.
I appreciate Josh. He just handed me some stats. Isaac Casadas, 14 rushes, 195 yards, and 4 touchdowns today. You want your quarterback to step up in the big game? He's done it today.
All right, we're going to kick it off here. Dominguez puts it on the X on the 40-yard line, and 54 seconds to go. 2 touchdown lead for Artesia as here comes the kickoff, and I'm thinking it's going deep. It is. Well, it's a high kick. It's not going to get as deep. It's going to be fielded at the 14 by the Trojans. And then, boy, look at that. Guess who? Open field tackle.
That's Diego Lopez.
Yep.
Comes flying down the field. Isaac Murillo catches that and tries to go right, but he took about 5 steps, and Lopez just came flying across the field and made a great tackle on him.
And he is pumped as well he should be. Open field tackle. Great job, Diego. And it's 1st and 10 now for the Mayfield Trojans at their own 17-yard line. They've got 50 seconds, and they're missing a ball. The ball boys are sitting over here, and they're like, oh, you need a ball.
So one of the things, and I want to give credit where, right, the defense stepped up when they had to step up. We've been a little hard on them today, which, Mayfield's a good team. So they've made some great plays against our defense. But when we needed it, they held them the last drive. Bulldogs go down and score. So great job by the defense this second half.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of Mayfield. They've got their full house backfield. Snap is back, going to run the counter play, or that veer dive, or whatever you call it, but a pickup of about 3 and a timeout, the final timeout taken by the Trojans with 43 seconds to go in the ball game.
Good play by Axel Hartley in there, number 14 for the Bulldogs. He kind of blew that up in the backfield. He didn't make the tackle, but he disrupted the play enough to where other Bulldogs were able to get off blocks and come make the tackle. And Mayfield kind of baiting some of our players right now.
Yeah, some of our players were getting into it. We don't need another play call like we had.
No, what I appreciate, though, is you saw it begin to happen, and then one of the other Bulldogs came in and pulled our guy away. It's like, so good job. You need that kind of leadership to shut that stuff down.
Yep. Well, there's a timeout on the field. It is the final timeout for Mayfield. The Bulldogs have all 3 left, and as we talked about in the first half or maybe in the pregame, tomorrow is the seeding and selection show. The Bulldogs more than likely going to get the 2 seed right now where they sit in all the rankings, as they did fall to Roswell. Roswell fell to Lovington, so we have the same record as far as district record goes, but we have the head-to-head. Roswell has that. So my assumption is Roswell will be the 1 seed and we'll be the 2 seed.
I agree. I mean, and it honestly should be that way to an extent. I mean, Roswell beat us, so it doesn't really matter. It'll put us on the opposite sides of the bracket with Roswell, which is probably the way it should be also, if things play out as they should.
All right, they're going to have 2 receivers spread out to the wide side, 1 to the near side. Snap is back. He's going to fake the handoff, looking to throw the ball. Going to throw a little stop route to number 14. His knee was down, so he's down right there at the 30, and they can't stop the clock. They're just going to have to, well, they stop it for the first down, but the officials do. But as soon as they're there, they should wind it and go. 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 30-yard line. The clock is running again, down under 30. Snap is back. fake the handoff, looking to throw the ball, and the Bulldogs get in on him. He's going to step into one. It's way overthrown. That'll be incomplete. That will stop the clock with 22 seconds and bring up a third down.
Trying to get it to Jeffrey Dominguez, number 29, across the middle. Had 3 Bulldogs around there. Ball was way overthrown, but 3 Bulldogs were there in defense.
All right, so they'll spot the ball. Third down. They haven't changed, though. I think it's third down, or is it second? I guess it is second. They got a first down. So second down and 10 at their own 30. As their offense getting set. 22 seconds to go in the ball game. And there's going to be a false start, I think, on the offense.
Once again, Trojan fans, only those with a southern pass will be allowed on
It is a false start. They'll back them up 5. It'll be second and 15 from their own 25, and there's 22 seconds to go in the ball game. All right, so they come back from their huddle. Do the Trojans. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, looking to throw it. Bulldogs bear down. There was a hold, but not called. Man, his jersey was pulled by both sides. Pass was complete. They pick up about 7. Clock is rolling. And they're down to 5 seconds as the offense trying to get back on the ball. I think they thought it was stopped, and the White Hat now stopping it. They're out of timeouts. I don't know what just happened. Clock ran out. Bulldogs lining up to shake hands, but they're going to stop. They're going to say, hold on. We'll talk about this. I guess the White Hat's over there with his. There was no more timeouts left, so I'm not sure what's going on. He went out of bounds, but they didn't stop the clock. Is that the? Okay, so they're going to have to run another play here, put some time back on the clock. So no time added yet, but there will be. Maybe it'll be an untimed down. I don't know. So they're still looking. They're waiting for some time to be put back on the clock as the Whitehead looking up to the scoreboard.
So let's just talk seeding as they're figuring this out. We'll come back to it at the end of the game if we need to. Bulldogs wind up 2. They'll go to the bottom of the bracket, and they will have an open week the first round because the top 4 seeds get an open or a bye. And then the week after that, they'll play the winner of the seeding of number 7 versus number 10.
They're going to run an untimed down, going to throw it deep. Bulldogs play it perfectly, and that's going to, it went through his hands. I was going to say we were going to end on an interception, but it's just knocked to the ground, and that is the ball game. The Artesia Bulldogs win 42-28. We're going to go ahead and get the post-game show going. When we come back, we'll have final stats and final thoughts right here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. Bulldogs win. We'll be back.
That, my friends, is another Bulldog State Championship.
We bleed orange here at Guy Chevrolet Company and believe that being a Bulldog is a blessing. We wish all our students the very best of luck in all that they set out to do. Guy Chevrolet Company proudly supporting Artesia Bulldogs and their families since 1925. Come see us at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or visit GuyChevy.com.
That, my friends.
All right, we're back here. There's another play happening, so I was wrong. They're going to throw a little screen out to the right side, a little swing pass. Still on the ball, finally tackled after picking up the first down. Now let's see if it's a game over.
Throw it out to Navarez out in the flat. He can pick up some good yards for Cuellar. Comes up, makes a good tackle for the Bulldogs.
Okay, that will end the ball game. So my mistake and our mistake up here, my mistake up here in the booth. We're going to go ahead and go back and get the Guy Chevrolet get pregame go. Post-game show going once again. Bulldogs win as Josh gives a good laugh at my bumble. We'll be right back.
That, my friends, is another Bulldog State Championship.
We bleed orange here at Guy Chevrolet Company and believe that being a Bulldog is a blessing. We wish all our students the very best of luck in all that they set out to do. Guy Chevrolet Company proudly supporting Artesia Bulldogs and their families since 1925. Come see us at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or visit GuyChevy.com.
That, my friends.
Another Bulldog touchdown.
What I enjoy most about working at Coterra is just the people.
We all work very well together. We look forward to going to work every day.
I'm challenged day to day, and it's a good challenge, professionally.
The best thing about Coterra is the people. That's what keeps me at the company. The people I work with are awesome.
We encourage a lot of collaboration, and that's just exciting to me when you get to be a part of so many different people's lives.
Coterra Energy, producing energy, empowering people, building community.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Time to kick it into overdrive at Carlsbad Ford with a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles so you can score like never before. Take it to the end zone with 1.9% APR for 36 months on 2024 Mustang, Expedition, F-150 XLT, and STX, as well as Super Duty XL and XLT models. 0% APR for 36 months on 2024 Escape and Edge, and 0.9% APR on all 2024 Explorers. Carlsbad Ford has a lot loaded up with great vehicles and the superstar sales staff that can make it happen for you. Rev up for the season with Carlsbad Ford, 2802 West Pierce.
Welcome back to the Postgame Show live from the Field of Dreams, and we've got Josh Howard with the stats.
Final stats for the Mayfield Trojans: 17 first downs, 42 rushes for 355 yards rushing, 4 receptions for 49 yards passing. They were 4 for 9 on passing, 0 touchdowns passing, and 1 interception. 6 penalties for 55 yards, 5 for 13 on third down conversions, and 2 for 3 on fourth down. For the Bulldogs, 19 first downs, 27 rushes for 253 yards, 11 receptions for 230 yards passing, 11 for 20, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. We have 1 fumble lost, 9 penalties for 65 yards. We were 4 for 11 on third down conversions and 0 for 1 on fourth down conversions. The leaders for the Trojans today rushing: Lennon had 17 rushes for 184 yards and 2 touchdowns. Navarez had 12 for 86 and a touchdown, and Madrid was 13 for 85 and a touchdown. Lennon was 4 for 9, passing for 49 yards and an interception. Receiving, leading the way, was Hood, 2 for 27. Navarez had 1 reception for 15 yards, and Garay had 1 for 7. For the Bulldogs, the leaders passing was Cazares. He was 11 for 20 for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rushing was Cazares, 14 rushes for 195 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Galindo had 13 for 58 with a fumble. Receiving was Khan, 4 for 84 yards and a touchdown. Galindo had 2 receptions for 66 yards. Hardman was 1 for 19. Byers had 2 for 17 and a touchdown. Fuentes 1 for 12, and Para had 1 for 6. Defensively leading the way, we have 1 sack by Soto, and then Grant Johnson led the way with 6.5 solo tackles. Today, an interception by Villa, returned for 28 yards. Good day for the Bulldogs. Best stat always is we won 42-28.
Thank you, Josh, as always. We're going to take another break. When we come back, Robbie and I will have our final thoughts on the ball game. We'll be right back. Stay right there.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs. First American Bank was founded in Artesia in 1903 and is the oldest and largest independent community bank in New Mexico. We have reached a milestone few companies in this country can celebrate: our 120-year anniversary. We thank our customers and our communities for their support and friendship. First American Bank, your community bank since 1903. Member FDIC. Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn. Are you ready to succeed? At ENMU Roswell, they cater to your educational needs. Their dedicated facilities and faculties provide you with an exceptional learning experience. From academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education, ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Register now on campus or online at roswell.enmu.edu. East University Roswell. Success starts here.
Artesia High School Bulldogs sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Come on, let's have one more.
No, I'm good. And you are too. I called Tommy for a safe ride home.
Don't get hammered. Stay out of the slammer. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back to the Field of Dreams. The Artesia Bulldogs win. And Robbie, it was a very good game. You mentioned there in the fourth quarter, I think, something about it. If you just were a casual fan or a football fan, you got to see a really good game.
Yeah, I mean, it's two high school football programs going at it today. Mayfield lost some games early in the year, and you're thinking, okay, they're down again this year. But, boy, they finished the year strong and taking Roswell to overtime. They lost, Roswell went for 2 and got it, so they beat them in overtime. And then, with Artesia today, they went punch for punch with the Artesia Bulldogs today. We pulled it out and won, which is good. But I think Mayfield's someone to look for in the playoffs as they're hitting their stride right now.
Our district is pretty loaded up. First year with an 18 districts, one in the north or District 1, we're District 2, and Deming, Gadsden, Lovington, Roswell, Artesia, Mayfield, all just hitting on all cylinders, really. I mean, Lovington kind of fell off there some after starting 5-0. Roswell's been on fire. Mayfield, Deming and Gadsden both had a really close game last night, 14-7. But we're going to go with the seating and selection show tomorrow. Robbie's laughing because I'm trying to talk over the top. they're cleaning they're doing some bleacher cleaning here right in front of us.
I got the blowers going right in front of us, get all the trash that people leave behind out. So we got the seeding show, as you mentioned. Bulldogs probably come in ranked number 2. They'll hold that number 2 position. That'll put them in the bottom of the bracket. We'll get a bye next week. That'll guarantee us a home game. The first round, the quarterfinal round of the playoffs will be at home as the higher seed gets that. And then it's who owes who from the semifinal state championship from there. But we'll probably wind up in the bracket above us will be the number 7 seed, the number 10 seed. Right now, that was Highland and Los Alamos in the rankings right now. So if they stay the same, which they may change up a little bit this week and because of the games that were played last night and today. But Bulldogs come in number 2. We'll get number 7 or number 10 in the quarterfinal round at a home game in 2 weeks.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here from Las Cruces. We want to thank Tanner, who was our producer today. Matthew was on the camera. Of course, Josh doing stats and feeding us with the stats. Really good job by all 3 of those men. On behalf of Robbie Blue and myself, Joby Hodling, we hope you have a great weekend. And remember, tomorrow you fall back, so you can be early for church if you want, but you can fall back and gain an extra hour. We'll see you next week.
That concludes this edition of Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University, Pecos Valley Equipment, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Kane Electrical Supply, the City of Artesia Police Department, Coterra Energy, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Smile Expressions, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, Finn's Country Market, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Tate Branch Dodge, Hawker & Sons, KFC, Incredible Printing, JS Warden Son Insurance, J&J Home Care, Richland Motors, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Amigo Machinery, La Fonda, Mac Energy, Pressure Services, Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, State Farm Agent Sandy Stockton, Spur Energy Partners, Turpinning and Sons Mortuary, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, John and Nancy Yates, and the Eddy County DWI Task Force. We now return you to your regular schedule.